This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What if there was an easier way to give therapy a try that didn't involve spending hours looking for a provider or a long drive to and from appointments? BetterHelp offers affordable online therapy on your schedule by chat, phone, and video call. So you can do therapy your way. Visit betterhelp.com/allies to learn more.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Easy Allies podcast. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. This week, I'm joined by Brad Ellis.
Hello.
Michael Huber.
Hell House.
Michael Damiani.
See, we're getting in the Final Fantasy VII spirit. Also, nice shirt blood. Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Nice.
For,
Crab
everyone.
Warden. The best.
What next name are you going to be excited to say in Rebirth?
Dude, I don't know. My memory of it is hazy. I only beat that game one time. Hazy, dude.
and then in the control room, making it all happen, we've got Don Casanova.
Hello, everyone.
Gabby's back there. And Zuzu has returned.
Zuzu.
Friends, this week it's our fall game preview.
Keep it moving, blood.
October is crazy. We're going to be going through a lot of the biggest releases over the next few months. And I've saved it for you guys since you're out. We got the August sales report.
Sweet.
So
Thank you
We'll go
for
through
that,
that.
Bloodworth. I appreciate that.
yeah.
All right.
But before we get started, we must answer for the mistakes we made in last week's episode. Don, begin corrections music, please.
Boop.
Isla had thought, came up for some reason that she thought that the Resident Evil franchise had only sold like 20 to 30 million copies. Because, there's
The
some...
franchise.
Maybe she was thinking Castlevania? I could see Castlevania or Contra or something like that.
Yeah.
I know, Metroid is historically really low. So she had thought Resident Evil was on that list. And no. As of July, cumulative sales of the
100
games in the series now
plus.
exceed 142 million units.
Sure.
Since the first title debuted in 1996.
Sick.
Adding to Don's Kraken woes,
Today is the day, that Resident
telling me
Evil
to
3.
keep it moving.
Resident Evil 3, dude. September 28th. Resident Evil 3.
You were right, blood.
They're always... Hey, Joe Valentine supersedes all flow.
It only took 30 seconds.
Oh, man.
We knew it.
Oh, boy. Adding to Don's Kraken woes, there are actually three ways to pronounce that word. The common American pronunciation is Kraken. The pronunciation that Don brought forth that we had never heard of was Kraken.
Yeah.
Less common, but not something he made up at all.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, redemption, Don.
Big time.
However, there's also Kraken, which is more common in British English. So take your pick, but you're not wrong.
Rockin'.
It sounds pretentious,
Yeah,
dude.
Crockett.
It's like saying a crocodile. Crockin'.
Yeah. Okay.
We got some corrections on our napkin math last week as well, particularly that a publisher wouldn't get $70 per game because you've got the platform fees to
Yeah,
PlayStation
30%
or Xbox
usually.
and all of Steam and all that stuff.
And does that factor
As
into
well as retail.
disc sales? Do they lose?
Yes.
They obviously
yeah.
get more on
Yes,
digital,
yeah,
right?
obviously the retailer
That's
gets
why they
cut.
wanna-
being
Yeah,
on
yeah.
their platform.
Yeah, so they're cool with just abolishing all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there is no $20 Game Pass plan. The current tiers are $10 for core, $10 for PC, $11 for Game Pass console, and $17 for Game Pass Ultimate. And
$20 soon.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Cheaper than Netflix still.
Right.
Cheaper than Netflix.
Yeah, Disney Plus just raised the price on me
Yep.
again. Yep. If you have a correction, leave it in the YouTube comments on either the public version or the Patreon version of this episode. Start with the word correction so I can find it in search, and leave the timestamp there so I can go back and listen to what the heck we were talking about. End corrections music.
Boop.
All right, let's get into some games.
Let's do it, blood.
October game preview.
Yeah.
Starting it off, October is huge. It's so funny. It's it's October, and then it's like November, and then it's like December.
Yeah.
Fest. Let's go.
So we're not going to talk about every game. I've kind of trimmed some things out of the list entirely. There's some other things that are still on the list that we'll probably just like, hey, that's coming out. We know there's fans of this series. We probably don't need to say a lot about it, but it's there. We're going to focus mostly on what we're interested in. And then we're not going to have trailers for every single thing because I already I end up counting afterwards. There's still like almost 30 trailers. Sorry, Don. So we're not going to show you Spider-Man because you know Spider-Man. We're going to show you the things that you might not know what the heck this is, and the panel might not know what the heck this is. So that's where the focus is.
30 games we might not know what the heck they are.
Wow.
And then we will also, everybody will be looking out for their sizzle and their fizzle. Mm-hmm. So sizzle is something that is like on top of their list for sure. Hype, gonna play it. Might be an underdog, not necessarily, but you know, kind of try to lean that way. And the fizzle is like, it might be fine. It might not turn out. So there we go. Sizzle and fizzle. Starting October 3rd, Disgaea 7 is coming out there.
Yay!
Nice.
I liked Disgaea. I have not played Disgaea in so long, just
Yeah.
because every time it comes out, there's something I have to do. But I like the old Disgaea.
They are
particularly
long too, right?
Yeah, they are long games, but I like them a lot. So I'm happy the series is continuing to go.
Yeah.
Shout out NIS.
Nice. Little strategy RPG action for you there.
Yeah.
I feel like I played.
You
there was
probably
like, well, I played Prinny,
Yep.
but then maybe like just was it 5?
5 was around the Switch launch, I think.
I feel like I played
Yeah.
like an hour or two of 5, and it was
might have.
amazing.
Yeah, Disgaea
and then
is
I
cool.
never played it again. I was like, oh, that game was sick.
Yeah. Big numbers.
Yep.
Big numbers in those games.
Big numbers. Yeah.
Next up, Don, let's get this rolling. The Lamplighters League.
Lamplighter, dude, the
We
boys.
saw this a couple months ago. So from the makers of Shadowrun Returns.
Okay.
This is set in like an alternate 1930s classic adventure
I'm super
theme.
in.
So think of like Indiana Jones kind of
Super in for
vibes,
this.
archaeology kind of vibes. You're out there fighting to stop a tyrannical cult.
Excellent.
And it's a mix of
Oh,
like
yeah.
tactical gameplay and then like real time like stealth infiltration
Yeah.
stuff.
It looked like XCOM kind of me, just for like a brief moment.
Yeah, definitely has some XCOM vibes going
yeah.
on with like taking cover and all of that. They say too that you're going to be like traveling around the world, recruiting different outlaws and stuff, and they say that you're directing unique characters,
Okay.
not just units, not just like some guy with just a random
like
name
your
or whatever.
party.
Yeah, so you're assembling a party. So it kind of that kind of makes me think a little bit like Midnight Suns or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's probably a better comparison.
So
It looks cool.
Looks hardcore.
yeah,
But yeah.
definitely.
I do
It's
like the
hardcore.
setting and the vibe.
Yeah.
Definitely. Not so hardcore, a little bit chill and cozy. Next up, we got Station to Station.
Yeah, this video you sent looked really good, Blood.
Yeah, so this is like kind of like voxel graphics, and it's just
Was it on mobile
little
first?
train
It looks
game.
like it was maybe a mobile game first.
I
and
don't
now
think
it's-
so.
Okay.
I don't think it
Now
is.
that, then I say that not as like a diss. Like this game looks delightful, but it looked like simple, like mobile game vibes, just in its simplicity.
Yeah. And yeah, so you just go around like building little train stations throughout different countrysides and different environments, and then like as you bring civilization or whatever, then it like
Yeah.
kind of grows up around it.
Yeah, this looks delightful.
Oh, yeah.
Very cozy vibes. 10
Wow.
out of 10 max cozy.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Dude, that's hard. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to hoping to be able to get Isla to do a little stream of this or something
Yeah.
soon. Yeah,
Nice.
really nice. The next day, October 4th, we've got Worldless. I don't know if you remember, we did this demo back with the summer demos a little while back.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
this
dude,
game.
this game looked sick.
Yeah, so it's like Metroidvania with some extra combat thrown in there, like kind of melee combat. So yeah, we it's got like those minimalist graphics where like everything looks like very basic shapes. Your character even is like a bunch
Character
of
looks like Vector Man.
yeah, like floating shapes with like their arms kind of changing into their weapons or whatever. No limbs. So yeah, Vector Man is a good example, or Rayman. But yeah, as you do different actions, like your character's shape changes too, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
A lot of precision platforming in there.
Guacamelee.
Really fluid motion. Yeah, sword combat. You've got a bow. You've got a big old axe that you smash down on
Nice.
guys.
Music to my ears, Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game looks really promising. The combat and movement look from here, from a distance, really solid. You just got to feel it. How does it feel?
Right.
But the trailer makes it look like it's really tight and feels nice.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to remember from the demo, it like locks you into combat, and I don't recall being super hot on that.
Okay.
But I haven't played it, so I have no idea. But I am a little cautious about that.
Got it.
But hope it's good.
For sure. October 5th. Here we go, Huber. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
So hyped.
All three of you guys put your names on this thing.
I am.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am so excited.
That's like, that's not Assassin's Creed.
Sorry, Don's queuing up trailers, but yeah.
I'm so
I
excited.
got you.
It's hard to believe it's been 3 years since the last main Assassin's Creed game. That's the longest gap, I think, in franchise history since the series started.
Right.
So it's been a while, and there's no better time than now for them to go back to their roots. Smaller game, it's like going to be a fifth of the length of Valhalla. They said it's like 20, 30 hours if you do everything, like max. Basim is already an established character in Valhalla, so it's someone I really like. So I'm excited to get more of him. And I just love the setting, and I love that it's scaled back. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't mind long games at all.
Yeah.
But I feel like Assassin's Creed games got long for the sake of being long.
100%.
And it just felt super long.
Yeah, like Persona 5 is 100 hours, and I want more. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you play the first 20 hours, and it's that for 80 more.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So I'm happy they're taking a step back.
Yeah.
You're like, how many raids did you do?
Too many. Dude, they're so monotonous, man.
Yeah.
That's the problem, dude. It just becomes like so boring,
The
like
same
autopilot.
thing, yeah.
It's like a mobile game, like an auto battler, dude. That's what it feels like in my brain when I'm doing that kind of stuff. So the smaller scale and like the focus on stealth more is all sounding good to me. I think the setting's really cool too.
Yeah,
Baghdad,
Early
yeah.
Baghdad, that's really
Yeah.
rad.
So excited.
Yeah.
Damiani, what are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm just happy it's going back to old school Assassin's Creed. I've been checked out of the series for probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
Like the first foray into its new style, not into it. So I'm happy they're giving us this, and hopefully alongside the newer style, they can keep giving us this kind of like 1-2 alternation.
Totally.
I would be down for that.
Damiani,
I'm really
100%.
curious, what the heck is going on with Hexa?
Well, I imagine
yeah.
in my brain, I imagine that VR one is coming. That's kind of its own thing. And then I imagine the mobile game after that. And then I imagine Red, which is like the next big one. And then that leaves Hexa kind of up in the air. Who knows?
And then they have that whole hub thing that they're working on. They just announced the actress from Gotham and Firefly. Is going to be leading that. I forget what her name is. But
Monica something.
she's married to Gordon, right?
Yep. And Mackenzie. Yep.
Yeah.
And she's in the Assassin's Creed, the VR one, right?
It's not the VR one. It's that central
it's the actual hub.
Yeah,
Dude,
the one that connects
I
all of them.
misread that. I thought she
Yeah.
was just in the VR Nexus one or whatever. Okay.
Well, Nexus is the hub, right?
Then what's the VR one? I thought the VR one was Nexus.
I don't remember the VR one.
Yeah, I think so, Blood.
I don't know.
Man, messing my brain up. You let us know, Chad.
Let me see.
I don't know about
Look
this,
it up.
Blood. I feel like Nexus is the VR one, and she was in that
They
one.
say Nexus is VR, Infinity is the hub.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
What is the hub called?
Infinity.
Oh, that's what it is.
Infinity.
Yeah.
Nexus sounds like a hub.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yes, it is a hub, actually.
So yeah, she's in that one, which is cool.
Okay.
And that one feels like it, because you're playing as Cassandra and Connor and Ezio, and then she's some Abstergo employee. It feels like that's kind of an avenue for the modern day
So
storytelling.
she still is in the Nexus, but there's the Nexus for Nexus.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, with Mirage going back to its roots, though, do you worry that because that formula was getting kind of old when they switched
What's
it.
old
That's
is
the whole
new
reason
again.
they switched it.
Yeah.
So does it feel like it's just going to be the same old?
What's old is new. I mean, Syndicate feels like the last one that was like that style, and even that one had weird, can't go in that area because the enemies are level 9 and you're only level 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
So it
that's the
feel-
one thing I really don't like about the RPG style. It's stealth attack took out a chunk of their health.
Exactly.
What?
So it's been a while now. many years since we've been able to just get that classic style, and I think it's just a perfect time for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same day, Brad, Front Mission 2 remake.
Front Mission 2. So I really wanted to play these Front Mission games. They look so fun to me. I do like the tactical RPG stuff with mechs, so of course I'm in.
Your fucking wheelhouse.
But I worry about this game. These games just getting slept on, man. It's so hard. I don't know anybody, and it's got a pulse. But like, I just don't know anyone who's played these, and it bums me. I'm sure there's people that played them really like them, but
Brad,
I worry about the franchise. What I'm saying.
Right.
Brad, I don't think I've ever seen on my Twitter feed someone hyping up Front Mission.
I know. I know. And like, it bums me out, but it's like there's so many games, so I understand why it gets skipped. Like, I haven't had time to play them, but I'm just really happy they're remaking all these games. It's great.
That is really cool.
I'm happy Square Enix is doing them.
And am I right in thinking that this one didn't come into the States before?
I think so, Blood. There was definitely one of them, yeah. It might be this one.
Got it.
I'm like, dude. Yeah, baseball bat.
Yeah, they've got some funny weapons for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, it's on Switch, so hopefully a lot of people play it.
Another thing that was weird to me, though,
base.
is that, like you're saying Square Enix, but like when I was looking them up, like Square Enix wasn't listed as the publisher. So maybe they like outsourced that to somebody else and let them have the license.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. I'm not sure then.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Damiano's thoughts on this one.
Yeah, so yeah, now up next, Wargroove 2.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts.
It has a lot going on in it compared to something like Advance Wars. Like was it the custom stuff that they're putting in there?
Yeah, so
sick.
you can build maps and whole campaigns, and there's even a cutscene editor in there.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, I saw that.
Huber's getting pretty shocked about the line about Command C, Sky, and Land. Yeah. I like the art style too. I think as someone who never played Advance Wars and then just jumped into the reboot camp, and I appreciate that I went through them, but like ultimately I was like, oh man, like I'm definitely more of a Fire Emblem person than than that. And if this is in the same vein, it's like a little bit, they penalize you a little bit more harshly for bad moves and or not fully understanding like the mechanics of your units, and it was very challenging to say the least. They give you some things, so I like Fire Emblem style where there are good ways to recover. I feel like where Advance Wars feels like it gets out of hand really quickly.
Yeah, the thing though I'm thinking though, Damiani though, is like you're thinking about it like that's a remaster of Advance Wars 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. But like, if you're playing those Fire Emblems that came out around that same time, I mean, they weren't like being very kind to you either.
Exactly, but they did remaster those and made them in a version that like is a little more digestible for newer players.
So I think, but I'm just saying like, even if like they made like a new Advance Wars right now, it might not have the same difficulties.
Exactly, but this is conjuring up like like
it's just bad memories.
Yeah, it's just it looks like it. It feels like it, or sounds like it. So it's like, maybe this is it'll play like it, but probably not. It looked like it was maybe, had a little bit more, like modernization put into it. So hopefully, it goes
it's got mouse
better.
people. That already is like, okay, this is
different. Like it's also another thing. It is like more of like a fantasy.
Yeah,
like, as you said, like it's got like crazy creatures, whereas like Advance Wars is trying to like be a cartoon version of historical wars, and it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and there are definitely people who like the characters in Advance Wars. I kind of really wasn't drawn into any of them. It wasn't something that grabbed my attention, whereas that's something I like in those games. I like being attached to a character. Like Fire Emblem Engage, it was very hard to get attached to some of those characters, so I felt myself struggling to really get invested, whereas like Three Houses, like I really like some of these characters, so that this game I feel like needs good characters.
A funny thing that you say that. There are 3 interwoven campaign arcs.
That's pretty good.
And Huber, night missions.
Sorry.
I'm curious what's going on with that.
Reminds me of 08th MS team or something, dude. Some ambush, some night ops
stuff. Yeah.
Because Advance Wars does have fog of war mechanics and stuff. So but yeah, Wargroove 2.
Nice.
Next after that, Detective Pikachu returns.
Missed
October 6th.
opportunity. No, still no Danny DeVito. Still didn't get the voice for him.
I haven't played the first one, so it's hard for me to like care about it all. I don't even understand what you do in the game.
Well, you go around with Detective Pikachu investigating cases.
But I don't know
Pokemon.
how it like plays, is what I'm saying,
Right.
and stuff like that. But I know people like the first one, so that's cool. They're getting a sequel, I guess.
Yeah.
He talks, right? Is this the
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Okay.
It's the one he talks, but like,
Only you can understand.
yeah,
or
only
some
Tim
dumb
Goodman
stuff
can
like
understand
that?
him.
Yeah, and he interprets the other Pokemon for you, so you
Okay.
understand what they're saying. To
This is
Pikachu.
my fizzle.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
Major motion picture on this franchise.
Yeah,
all that?
it had its like meme zeitgeist moment, and it's not gonna land this time. I think this game is gonna come and go.
Okay.
It's coming and going.
all right.
And I just love any chance I get to throw
Even
shade
though
at
you can get a
Pokemon.
Growlithe to sniff scent trails for you, or
Okay.
Luxray to look through walls.
It's not gonna land. And they love cranking out their games, so
Sure.
I'm just
Yeah, I'll say
I'm not optimistic.
this
about
is
this
the
one,
type
dude.
of game I would.
This is a cash grab.
But to counter that, I feel like there are a lot of Pokemon spin-offs that are, like better and more polished and come across as like more fun, even if you're not
Yeah.
into the mainline games.
True.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I even from a visual standpoint, I thought this game should maybe look a little bit better.
Right.
You know,
It does feel
Yeah.
like a 3DS game that got ported to Switch a little bit.
like like new Pokemon Snap. And like it looks like
Yeah.
I
really like
It
that.
doesn't really look as good as that, and it's like controlled environments. It's not like trying to do, what the newer one, the
Yeah,
new
the open
mainline games
world
are
and
trying
all
to
that,
do.
yeah.
So they're not even having to overcome that technical hurdle. So I'm kind of a little bit with you on that. That might be, but obviously people don't play these games for the the
Yeah.
visuals. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the game can run at 10 FPS and people will be fine, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon first and foremost, that's the passion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even mean
Wow.
that with shade. I mean, it's like, dude, Pokemon fans will put up with it.
I don't know. I've seen people that have.
There's finally been backlash with this new
I've seen
expansion.
people that are like, yeah, this
The
is
newest
still,
expansion is finally the breaking point, it feels like, where people are like, dude, this actually is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because even with the base game being like pretty
yeah.
poorly optimized, everyone's like,
I think there was a lot of people thinking that it would just like, they'll
patch it.
They'll patch it up and
Yeah.
it'll be fine. And it's like, no, they
Yeah.
kind of didn't. I mean, they patched it a lot, but it didn't take really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That same day, NHL 24.
nice.
Cool.
I have a buddy of mine, not Grumbomb. I have a buddy of mine who plays this online and says people are so good. It's so funny. He's like, dude, I go online like 2v2 with a buddy and we just get annihilated like 15-0. Like,
Jeez.
yeah.
Nice. October 10th, although there is an early access thing, of course. Before that, I think on the 4th or something, Forza Motorsport.
Oh yeah.
Coming back.
How you feeling about this, Blood?
I'm feeling good. We did a preview discussion on Frame Trap a couple weeks back, so go check that out.
Check it out.
But yeah, that was just like really brief, like kind of the opening, kind of introduce you to some of the new systems and the kind of the way these like little mini campaigns are set up.
What
But
did we play?
what's up?
Which one did we play?
I,
What?
At the Summer Game Fest or something? No, I'm thinking of the Crew, man. Never mind.
Crew's out now.
Yeah,
It's been out for
I was
a
thinking
little
about
bit.
the Crew. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so this
Good for the Crew. They're getting that like Horizon Fortune vibe, dude. They're pumped that I made that comparison right now.
yeah. I think it's been doing pretty good too.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah. So there's more emphasis now on like kind of like building up your car and like an investing in a machine.
Ooh.
The leveling up thing or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
So they want you to
I
really,
love that.
yeah, they want you to take a car and like as you play with it, like you unlock, kind of car XP.
Dude,
so
that's-
then you need that to be able to like unlock higher level parts and stuff like that.
I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But we're curious how that work for online races and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
even
have
cooler,
to see.
dude. Give me that initial D vibe, man. Build up your own car, take it in, get good. Like, you want your car to be legit. You got to use it more, race it up. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that a lot.
But yeah, but they want it so that like, yeah, like like one person, like you got your set of cars, and I've got my set of cars, and everybody kind of like has their own preferences. You know,
should be able to race for pink slips, though. You should be able to put your car on the line. I would love that.
Yeah.
Build up your car for hours
It's not
and then
that
put
kind of
it
game,
on the
though.
line.
It's not that kind of game. It's not a street racer. It's
Yeah.
a track racing game.
I know.
It's a sim.
I know.
But yeah, feels good and everything so far. Looks good. Got a bunch of different performance options. So like you can do full ray tracing, or you can do partial ray tracing at 60 frames per second, or you can turn it off and be like 4K and 60 frames per second. So yeah,
Showpiece.
yeah. Yeah, we're looking forward to like digging into that a little bit more. October 13th, Lords of the Fallen.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this was mine too.
Nice.
It looks really good.
Yup.
You know, Souls like I always have my arms crossed when I look at them.
Right.
Kind of thing. But from what I've seen, it looks really like just really solid, I guess. To me, it's not like super unique looking or anything like that, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I think the mechanics of like the Netherworld or whatever, where you can only
I'm really
reach certain
interested in
things.
that.
Yeah, I'm like really curious about that kind of stuff. So
Especially because it's
I'm
sort
down.
of been like, it's something we're seeing a lot this generation. You know, like the Medium kind of had it, and
Right.
Ratchet and Clank kind of had it, and it's like, okay, now Lords of the Fallen doing this parallel world.
I'm.
well, yeah, you played it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did the preview.
I'm wondering if Life of P's success.
Liza P.
Life of P.
Life of P. Lies of Pi. I'm wondering if that game's success and quality will impact the perception of this
Right.
game. This game now has a little harder time
Yes,
because
it
we
will.
just got a very similar game that is very well received critically and by the P. Like everyone loves Liza P. Mm-hmm. So now I think people are going to be a little more critical, dude, a little harsher on this. So
There is at least a different aesthetic. You know?
Yeah, of
Like
course.
Liza P is full on Bloodborne, and Lords of the Fallen, like
It's full on Dark Souls 3.
it's yeah, but it at least has like so much more of its own art style and presence going on that it like
That's a.
it looks like a Souls game, but it
Yeah,
doesn't look
I
like a
was gonna
Souls game at the
say.
same time. I don't know.
yeah, hyped. Felt good when I played it.
Yeah.
Google logged me out as always. October 17th, we've got Sonic Superstars in there.
Yeah. Looks solid.
New side-scrolling Sonic game. Graphics, a little weird.
Yeah, they don't really bother me that much. Like, I prefer the old style, obviously, but it looks fine to me. I'm not too worked up about it. I think it looks fun. I don't know how well it'll be. I'm curious about the 4-player co-op. and
Yeah,
how
I'm very curious.
That's
about
the
how
big
that-
hook,
that's
you
gonna
know?
work. Yeah.
And if it'll be good like that, like, am I going to play this game and just think it's better by yourself? Which usually these kind of games are.
totally.
Usually,
True.
to be fair to every other
I like
game.
want to just play it solo.
Yeah.
I probably will. Yeah.
It's also like hard to get excited about any 2D Sonic that's post Sonic Mania that's not a Sonic Mania 2 at this point. So yeah,
But like,
I'm sure I'll be fine.
if we're not gonna
but
get Mania 2, this feels like
I mean, yeah, but it's also like it's next best thing. But like
next best
you
thing.
could have been a contender.
Could have been a contender, yeah.
Totally.
I'm gonna come in here and drop a bomb. This is gonna be my fizzle.
Oh!
Yes, this is huge. And the reason is because the stakes were too high. Look what they said. They said this is a 4-player Sonic game. They have not shown us a second of that working in fast motion,
You're still
looking like
100%.
it's fun, which means there's trouble on the horizon. If if they figured out how to do a multiplayer Sonic, we would have seen how this is going to work by now. The fact we haven't, I say trouble on the horizon. It still may be, some highlights as one-player action, but because of what this thing is billed as, I'm saying fizzle.
Great fizzle, dude. Because
I hope
of
not.
what it's billed as, dude.
Yeah.
You are correct.
I hope it's not a fizzle, though. Gosh, I hope it's not.
That Sonic Frontier, that last DLC is out today too, by the way.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Good Lord.
Also October 17th, Wizard with a Gun, coming from
Nice.
Devolver. So this is like comic style visuals, isometric kind of top down shooter, and your wizards take take guns and they use their magic powers to make all kinds of crazy crafting.
That's
and
where
all
they
that
lose
stuff.
me right there.
Yeah.
That's where they lose me.
Oh, the crafting?
The crafting and base building and all that loses me for sure. Everything else looks awesome, like the roguelite elements and just like the combat looks cool. The art style looks great. Like all the new world we're in, like everything looks so cool. And then when I see all that crafting and building, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
No.
For some reason, this aesthetic reminds me of Cult of the Lamb with an actual color
Cult of
scheme.
the Lamb
with an
for
actual color
sure.
scheme.
Because Cult of the Lamb had base building like management stuff, but it was really streamlined. It was really simple. Maybe this will be the same, but from what I've seen, it's like they're like blasting buildings everywhere. It seems like a lot more. It seems like more like Don't Starve than Cult of the Lamb.
Right. Yeah, I definitely have gotten those vibes a little bit.
To make,
But okay, interesting.
That's my concern.
Yeah, but you can do 2-player co-op as well.
Oh, that'd be a fun time.
Yeah. The next day, October 18th, Hellboy, Web of Wyrd.
This is a roguelite too, right? I feel like
I'm not
there's
sure I
something-
know entirely what's going on with this game. I feel like it's more like just an action adventure.
Okay.
But like every time I see it, I feel like I don't quite see enough of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical on this. I'm not full on fizzle, but I'm pretty skeptical because like the art style is like trying to look like the comics, but it doesn't feel like it has enough budget to quite get what the look they want across. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
I mean, I like Hellboy.
And it's
need
also
to
just
see the
got pushed
game.
2 weeks. This was going to come out 2 weeks earlier, and now it.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's using the same graphics
Okay, here we
engine
go.
as what was it called? Mad World.
Yeah, it looks like
Sure,
it reminds me of
sure.
Mad World.
The
Like
self-shading.
Mad
Yeah,
World.
my Mad World vibe. It looks stiff.
Yeah.
It looks a little stiff.
Yeah, I think there's some of that's intentional. Like they seem to be doing some low
Yeah.
frame rate animation stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm a little worried too, Blood. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it.
I don't know.
Cool, we're getting a Hellboy game, though. Like, that in itself is cool. But I'm a little worried.
Yeah. Just don't know enough to like really write it off yet. For sure.
I do think it's exciting. I mean, visually, this is like awesome. Just if you take a still frame and you say, oh, let's actually find a way to somehow represent like the true Hellboy art in a moving game.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do conceptually. So I think, whoops, it looks like they pulled that off.
Yeah, it looks cool. Just
Yeah.
But a little, slow maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. October 19th, next day there. It's October just.
relentless.
Yeah. The seventh guest VR, which I'll be picking up on Isla's behalf since Isla's not here this week. You can go. She did a video of this. She played a bit of it a couple weeks back, and yeah, it's a reimagining of the seventh guest, one of those first CD-ROM PC adventure games with
Looks
FMVs, but now it's in VR, and the FMVs are like there, like they reshot all of these people. And they like put them in 3D space with you. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It does look really cool.
It's
and
pretty
fun
freaking wild.
and immersive. Like this to me feels like a very unique experience.
Yeah.
Like you put on those VR goggles, man. You're transported to this hotel, and it feels like, VR can make me a little queasy sometimes, but like
For sure.
slower paced, just hanging out in some rooms, conversations. I like that.
Yeah. Looking around, investigating things.
Yeah, I like the format for VR.
Yeah. And this is like, if I remember right, like this is all like super pre-rendered static kind of spaces, or whatever kind of mist style. So it's pretty nice to see it
looks
all
cool.
fully rendered out in 3D with all its intricacies.
And like, dude, Haunted Mansion in VR? Get
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
of here,
Yeah.
dude. That's pretty hard
Dude,
to
was that
beat.
T1000?
Yeah, right in time for Halloween. Heck yeah. The one early access game that I put on here, I'm very curious because I don't think anyone's probably heard of this. Chaos on Wheels.
Nope.
So this It's
This is some Dawn
Yeah,
shit.
this is such a different thing.
it's definitely looking rough, but it's got some twisted metal vibes going on.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
make a
Oh
jump
my
and
God,
shoot a helicopter.
this is.
Rules,
They just knocked the cow off.
dude. Fucking GTR right there. What the hell? It has a GTR. It has real cars blood.
That might be a lookalike.
Dude, that was a straight up GTR.
They do some good lookalikes sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, that's a Viper.
There's
Yeah,
like
it
no
does look like a
logos
Viper.
or branding. It's like, you can't- yeah, they didn't pay the licensing.
They do
fees.
like hitting cows in this trailer. But yeah, lots of destruction, lots of missiles. Just wild.
It looks like a good time. I mean, if they're not gonna make Twisted Metal anymore, fuck them. Do
Right.
it. Do it yourself. You know? Like hell yeah. I love it. I love that energy of like, dude, there hasn't been Twisted Metal in like 10 years.
Right.
Let's just do it ourselves.
Yeah. There's a big old Hummer in there now, too.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
shout out
keep,
to-
for listeners, they keep showing like a garage where you just like bolt all these things onto the side of it. All this armor and weapons and everything to put on the top and the sides. Probably not seeing anything with like crazy characters or anything. It's
That's
very
a Beetle.
car focused.
Dude,
but
they have just the actual cars.
Yeah,
man.
that's a
This
Beetle.
is insane.
100%.
Like what in the world?
Yeah.
What a game. Chaos on wheels.
Very chaotic.
That is unhinged.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
On wheels.
Good name.
Oh my god.
Also on the 19th, Endless Dungeon. Remember this? This is Sega and Amplitude Studios.
I do remember the name.
This is originally it was supposed to come out back in May, and it got pushed to October.
It's gonna be.
Before October became just
Yeah.
like complete crowd. But yeah, so this is top-down isometric co-op
Tell me how he's
roguelite.
out.
I think it's 3-player squads that you have, but
dude.
there's at least 6 different characters because they've been doing character profiles on their
This
YouTube
is
channel.
hype. A 3-player co-op. My heart just skipped a beat because of hype. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'd try it.
I want to play this.
Yeah, and you
With
clearly
you
have
all.
like
Gabby's in.
healer
Gabby's
class,
in for this.
engineer class, kind of sniper-looking guy. Yeah, there's
That
a
looks
lot.
good. That looks fun. That has stream written all over it. I'm in.
Yeah. You know what else this reminds me of? That this is multiplayer, and I think that was single player. But that Alien game you played,
Dark Descent.
yeah,
No,
wasn't it?
that's
The other one,
Amnesia,
the newer
Dark
one,
Descent.
the new Alien game.
It's
you
something
played.
Descent. Because it's Amnesia, the Dark Descent, and Aliens, something Descent.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Also, that same day, we're not anywhere close to finishing October 19th, by the way. Gangs of Sherwood.
Sherwood. What is this, Robin?
Yeah, I'm picking this as my fizzle.
Oh.
This is not
This is cashing in on the IP.
this is not hitting for me. This is just kind of weird. Like,
this one.
This is a full-on like hero shooter, but with Robin Hood
Yeah.
characters,
done in a week.
and it's
Yeah.
it's got like a lot of modern kind of stuff thrown in there,
It
like
is
tanks and all that.
really brutal and cutthroat and
Yep.
ruthless to say. But like, this has dead on arrival potential.
So you're saying
Right.
I,
That is
I gave it a
hard.
week. You're like
Yeah.
less than a week. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
The day before Spider-Man and Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that looks kind of fun.
but it's
But I
but
like,
that's the
it has
thing though.
nothing
It's
to
like
do
a
with the
weird
game
thing
being
for the
good or bad.
IP.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just think I don't see a reality in which this game lives. I don't know.
Yeah, and
that too harsh?
I haven't been hearing a lot about it either. It's not like, I mean, maybe I'm just not in the right circles, right? But
Yeah.
like, I don't know that people are like hyped for this coming up in a couple of weeks. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
And just like, and like I said, it's just like the vibes with like Robin Hood with like a laser grapple. It's just like, what's happening? It's like when they took He-Man and they made him like a space dude with like
Yeah.
a lightsaber. I'm like, what? This, I don't know what you're doing, but it just doesn't feel like He-Man anymore.
And it's just like the same. Every shot has.
Yeah,
just
this
been
has been like this gameplay that we were
Every
watching. It's
single
like
shot.
it's like fast-paced archery with like some kind of grapple.
Yeah,
and,
well,
like,
this is
some, like,
this is
melee
a
mechanic.
character profile on Robin,
Yeah.
so there are other characters
But like,
too. But
it
yeah,
does seem very samey for like the,
Every shot.
This has been
Every
going on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood, I was hoping it was going to turn into like something that reminded me of Remnant a little bit, but it seems like way more chaotic. Like, reminds me of like Orcs Must Die for some reason.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm getting that vibe.
Dungeon
from it, but-
Defenders.
Yeah, I guess so. It looks like more like waves and not like necessarily exploration. It seems like. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's coming out at. I mean, obviously, it's coming out at a real bad time. So
Yeah.
we'll see, though. I guess.
To me, it has nothing to do with the quality. I just don't. I don't know about that game, dude. I don't know if that's gonna live.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up on October 19th, Gargoyles Remastered.
Nice. Every episode on
Sick.
Disney Plus.
Sick.
Yep.
Glad they're doing this. I do think this is a game that, like, it doesn't matter that it comes out in October. It's an evergreen
Yeah.
game that
Right.
I
Yeah.
think people will jump into.
Was that Genesis? Is that right? Yeah.
And the fact that they're giving us both, the ability to toggle between the art styles,
right.
like
The original.
on the fly, so good because, I mean, it's up to opinion, but like, I probably will lean towards like playing like the old school
Same,
look because
same,
it does
same,
look a
same.
little bit like, I mean, it's just like the familiarity with
Yeah.
it. I want to like be with the nostalgia vibes.
Same.
The
But-
newer look, it's like it's got that thing going
Yeah.
on where just like it feels too
Clean,
somehow.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
maybe that's, like,
100 blood. 100.
Maybe newer audiences, or I mean, that stereotype, but like maybe younger audiences, like that. It's like a art style they're more like in touch with, and then have feel it like speaks to them, so they'd be more willing to jump into something that looks like this. But man, and that like what was the last trailer I watched? Just hearing the VO man again, it's like it's so good. Yeah, just good action platformer game that one of those retro style games, and it's, don't need to rush into it right away. Like, it'll be there. It's great. It's out. And, just when you get some time, maybe in December or, sometime next year, it's like, it's not going anywhere. It's just good to have.
Totally going to make me watch the show again.
Yes.
It's been ages.
Like, that's exactly.
100% I'm
It's
watching
going to lead.
Gargoyles
We're
as
going to have
well.
it's going to be like rewatch of the show and this.
Yeah.
Like, we're going all in.
For sure.
I have a take. I don't like gargoyles. Yeah, I could never get into it.
That's
ever.
all right.
I know. Everyone likes it, but I could never get into gargoyles. That was my one show I didn't like that everyone did.
It's all right.
So it's got a little stink on it
What
for me.
was it? Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like it. Yeah,
Damn,
just
all right.
didn't like it. I
Damn.
guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, 2D platformers are always good, but
Yeah.
it's stinky. Like, I could smell it, So I'm like a little cautious. Like, I gotta plug my nose before I play it. But then maybe it'll start to smell delicious, I'm hoping.
You're like, oh shit, Gargoyles.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right.
I have to acquire the smell.
Well, speaking of smell, something that kind of visualizes a smell for me: Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharge. Those plastic tracks and all that.
Oh.
Dude,
Yeah.
the first one was cool. This is the sequel to that?
Yeah. So they've really taken in a lot of the feedback, and they're
Sick.
adding a kind of story mode, more fleshed out
Cool.
campaign. They've got these new game types where you can drive around outside of the tracks and kind of go to point to point kind of races in different environments. There's a dinosaur museum in there for Dawn. There's all kinds of stuff. One of the new things that I saw at Summer Game Fest is they have these devices now where you can you'll be driving and you'll have another section of track above you, and you can flip up to the ceiling track and drive up there. And then all the track editing stuff is back, and they're doing new stuff with car abilities and all that. So, yeah, really dug the first game. I'm glad that they took their time with putting out a sequel, because sometimes Milestone will just be
Crank 'em out.
here's a sequel 9 months later.
Yeah.
Pokemon style. Crank 'em.
But yeah.
Blood, this is a game I get excited to watch you play. This is like the Spin Tires, the new Spin Tires, dude. Right? I just want to watch Blood play this game.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, and like you said, just graphically, they're just so well detailed.
Yeah, they are. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you think we'll ever get another Extreme G? Think it'll ever come back?
I wonder who's got that license.
When was the last Extreme G?
Dude,
was it 2?
15 years
Oh,
ago.
it was PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, PS2, GameCube had it.
God.
Wow, that was a while ago.
All right.
All right.
Maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, it was Acclaim, but I don't know who picked up those rights from Acclaim.
Probably Embracer.
Probably. Fuck. Would not be surprised.
I was joking, dude. No.
They have 500 franchises,
Yeah.
Huber. Also on October 19th, Jackbox Party Pack 10.
Nice.
I don't know any of the details.
Is
off the
it
top of my
10
head.
or X?
10. It's an
Okay.
actual 10.
Don, what do you think about this?
Brad and Don going for the throat.
working. My mic isn't working. When will it end?
That's just my thought too. It's just like, when is this going to
I'm actually
end?
the one thing I'll
Will
say.
the curse leave
I'm
this earth?
legit shocked they just haven't made it like a platform. It's been
Right,
like yearly
yeah.
updates. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even yearly updates. They're like a fully different games with like
Yeah.
different, selection of games in the pack.
Is
Yeah.
Quiplash there every time?
I don't think it's every time.
Gotta
it's
have Quiplash. If
usually
there's no
there.
Quiplash, I'm
Yeah.
out.
Those are the off years.
We've been playing Quiplash for like 10 years, man. God, give her a break, dude.
Also on October 19th, I didn't write down any details on this, but Warhammer Vermintide 2 Necromancer.
Sick.
So this is just a class? Is that what it is?
I think there's some new stuff along with it, but
Okay.
yeah.
It's a big update, I guess. Then.
Big
Probably a new
update for
map,
Vermintide
maybe?
2.
Okay, that's cool. We like Vermintide 2 a lot. Necromancer's always a fun class for me, so
Hell yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
curious about it.
And I don't have it on the list, but Darktide is getting a huge
I saw that they're
overhaul.
reworking like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of the progression and stuff,
Yeah.
which is a good idea. Definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot going into that. All right, finally to October 20th, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. This game's gonna be good.
Yeah, check out
It's gonna sell a lot of copies.
Yep, check out our preview. We did a little preview.
Yeah, you went over and checked it out with Insomniac over there. Yeah.
I mean,
It's hard for me to not expect it to be great. Like I
Right.
just expect extreme polish and quality from them. I mean, Insomniac's been knocking it out of the park on PlayStation 5 with like their tech and everything like that. They're making showpieces right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait to just see
Yeah,
it
what
from
did
that
they
perspective.
say after that event that like ray tracing is turned on in every mode?
It's like
mode.
default. Yeah.
Yeah.
even the 30 frames mode has ray tracing.
Well,
And
that's
then
the way it
60
usually
Yeah,
is.
and then the
That's the way-
60 frames, I mean.
Even the 60 frame
Yeah,
modes
yeah.
are all still have ray tracing.
They
of
have
some
like high
form.
frame rate, I think, and
Yeah.
VRR, like every single thing they have. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I really like that performance RT mode
Right.
when they started doing
Yeah,
that.
when they did it
It's
with
like
Miles
40
Morales.
frames
Yeah.
with ray tracing is nice.
40 is a different thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a really good time, Blood. I'm going to have a lot of fun just swinging around, and the combat looks so much more refined and just clean. And getting to swap between the Spider-Mans, I think, is really sick. And expanding to like Queens and like the Bronx, stuff like that. I think that's great. I'd love to see those parts of the city more.
I really like when you do the swap, that's kind of GTA style, where like the other guy's been out there doing something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they say you can like just happen across them too sometimes
Yeah.
if you just cross paths.
They're just
That's
doing
super cool.
stopping a crime in progress. Nuts.
Yeah, if they tweak some of those crimes in progress and stuff,
Yep.
where it doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed,
Totally.
a million
Because
things.
Miles Morales tweaked those.
Yeah,
already,
exactly,
Which was,
yeah.
They like scaled them down a bit, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Weren't they saying something like they're not going to be like part of your like checklist?
I think
or
so,
something
yeah.
now that's like so you can do
Good
them
move.
and there'll be some
Yeah.
kind of
'Cause I
reward,
think
but
the
like
last did that, but
you don't
they
have to do
still,
like 5 in every single
Yeah,
neighborhood
yeah.
kind of dumb thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the original was like 5 crimes in progress against
Yeah.
Fisk, 5 against the demons, 5 against. It's just like 15 and so in each. Just like so many.
Yeah, my expectations are very high for this game.
Maximum.
Yeah, very high.
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Damiani.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to jump in. Just can't wait to swing around with the Spider Cat.
Spider Cat. Yeah, we got to look for that cat.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Cat's got to come back.
Yeah.
Same day, the like craziest day of the fall, Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
That is so nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some previews were just dropping today. People were saying like best 2D Mario since Yoshi's Island.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, what 2Ds have they had?
Yoshi's-
Just the DS,
They've,
So
the DS ones?
well, they've had the,
Oh, and the new Super Mario
new
Brothers?
Super Mario Brothers whole series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those never like set. They like didn't get me super hyped up. Those games, they're good, a lot of them, but not like where I was like, dude. I do love Yoshi's Island though.
Yeah.
I know Damiani doesn't, sadly. But this new Mario looks delightful.
Yeah.
It looks so weird and just crazy, like Mario's doing drugs or something. Like I don't know what's happening.
It's
He's
fun
turning
to
into an
see,
elephant. That's awesome.
The elephant looks cool. Yeah, all the power ups, the drill, like
It looks
just
more
seeing
inspired Blood, I would
Yeah.
say, compared to the last
so
few
much
efforts.
creativity going on. Yeah, just all the new stuff. It looks cool.
Yeah. Because I think that's sort of, it's this weird thing where it's like, it was intentional, but it also sort of held that series back. Is like new Super Mario Brothers, when it came out, was supposed to be the throwback.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be like, oh, we're going to do
got
something
your
that's like
Goombas
Mario
and
Brothers
Koopas.
1 and kind of stick to that stuff. You know, but then it never really evolved after several games.
They did the same thing too much.
Yeah. Whereas this, it's like, no, we're just going to go all out, make a whole brand new 2D Mario game, and just throw everything at the wall.
To me, it's a guaranteed good time.
Guaranteed.
No question.
Yeah.
I'm 100% confident.
100.
I'm going to be smiling a lot playing this
I
game.
would bet my life that this is a 90 Metacritic or higher. Straight up.
Right. Yeah.
Straight up. I'm
Okay.
willing to bet my life on it.
Okay.
90 or higher. Right now. Lock it in.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen
Jeez.
up, everyone
All
out
right.
there.
So easily. 90 plus. Easy.
Yeah. Good times. So you're going to get a couple of days to play
the
both of those
internet.
games. And then if you're like Don Casanova, on October 24th, Cities Skylines 2.
Yes, all the watershed moment. Everything changed.
Tell us about this
Gosh, this game is
And show us.
shaping up
yourself.
to look quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Look up Paradox Interactive right now. Put up a 13-part deep dive on this thing series. You've got to go check it out. Okay,
13 parts.
video diary sort of thing, telling you every single thing. Basically, you need to. I mean, you'll have a very good understanding of what they've done with this, and it's looking absolutely flawless. It's what everyone has wanted since the height of city building was achieved with SimCity 4 and never followed up on. Well, this is SimCity 4. This is 5. This is like everything that's in 4 refined. Blood. I could go on for quite.
Don, do you know
a
much
while.
about this team? Do you know if like a bunch of Maxis people went over to this team or anything like
I
that?
don't know regarding whether they're related to the actual specific team, but Paradox in general has worked on some heavy-duty Sims, so they've
Yeah.
got the pedigree for sure. It's just, it has everything we want in it. It, like, first of all, the look of it, the art is like, you know, realistic, very nice, like modern. It's not goofy or cartoony in any way, which is like, even the first City Skyline had a very sterile look to it, but it just looked a little bit cartoony, and this has such a great look to it. It has everything we wanted, like, you know, you bring back whole regions you pick that are based on real world environments. They've got like an active time cycle and an active weather cycle that affects, that's like complexly woven into a series of the systems that they have at play. Okay, they have bigger building zones than ever, like 5 times bigger. They've got natural resources in play that you can set up specialized industrial zones, so, you know, and the natural resources feed into your commercial and everything. You've got to set up communication and internet infrastructure in this.
Oh, okay.
They have a new
Of course.
traffic AI system. The human, all the human beings in your cities are very cool. I mean, it's more of a Sims thing now, where they call it what do they call it? Citizen life paths, okay? And so
Okay.
you can follow each citizen that lives within your city, and they're going on a progression through their life, and they are
Wow.
connected to family members and everything. So you're not just tracking where they're working and how they're doing. They're like reaching milestones in their life. So, and some of them go on, you know, roller coaster rides. I mean, you have achievements where they'll be successful, then they'll fail, they'll end up being homeless, all this different stuff. And the way that you're, you know, setting up this sort of civil, you know, infrastructure and policies is affecting all of this. I could go on forever. Let me just give a brief example of how this is like climate affects power usage, for instance. Okay, so in cold weather,
Right.
people are using more. The weather affects business. Okay, so on sunny days, parks and outdoor activities are being patronized, and movie theaters maybe are going to be more successful, in certain businesses in colder or weather. Shorter days, okay, have effects on what kind of businesses take off. Everything is tied into one another in like this really great way. You know, your waste management is going to end up affecting your health system, which is going to affect your emergency services. You know? So it's all just like, and it's all on a beautiful interface. You know, we love graphs here. Everyone loves graphs and colors. And these are extremely, they're extremely elegant looking in City Skyline 2. There's a lot. I could go on a lot.
Yeah,
But
no, I remember you brought a lot of graphs to Hall of Greats.
Yeah,
so
I mean, this, I feel
we
very
didn't get a
confident.
timer out for
Don,
you.
the
Maybe we
fact
should
that
have.
City Skylines 1 was 2015, this is pretty hype. This is a big moment.
Extremely hype here.
And apparently Colossal Order was mobile. They spun off from a mobile dev called Universimo,
Okay,
and they founded it.
nice.
So,
Keepers doing the digging.
yeah.
Nice.
Wikipedia is the best. Best ever. But 8 years, Don. That's hype, man.
That's my sizzle. That's my sizzle. Yeah, this
Heck
game's
yeah, it
gonna
is.
be beloved. It's going to be the greatest city builder ever. I'm pretty sure of that.
Dude, that
very
is
confident. Very
hype.
confident, and that is hype.
2023, like the way this year is going, it would make sense to have the best city builder of all
Right.
time release.
Yeah, it
Like,
would.
yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Let's go, Don.
Also on October 24th, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria.
Yeah, dude.
This is an interesting looking game here. So this happens after The Lord of the Rings. And you play as a group of dwarves going back into Moria and like rebuilding.
Dude, we're gonna rebuild the bridge, dude.
Yeah.
Find it, yeah.
Dude, the devs said that it takes a little over 2 hours to retrace the Fellowship's steps.
Nice.
If you take their path, a little over
Excellent.
2 hours.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can create your own custom dwarf. So Gabby can get in there, make yourself a freak dwarf.
Yes.
And then you can play solo, or of course you can play with other people online. Yeah, and there's like combat and stuff in
Yeah,
this too. It's
absolutely,
like,
dude.
yeah.
Gonna have some nasties down there. Yeah. Be fun.
Balrog, dude, final boss.
He won't be there.
Definitely was not
Son-
something I
son of
expected
Balrog.
when this got announced earlier this year. So, good stuff.
Hell yeah.
That same day, October 24th, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
This is my fizzle
Uh-oh.
Same.
because I think it's a low effort port or a remaster.
Yep.
The games are excellent video games, but I think the effort they put into it is low, especially the resolution and like the frame rate of it. It's like, why is this game 1080p on a PS5? It's like, what is happening to this? Like, it's like they didn't even do anything, dude. They just took the Blue Point one and just slapped it on there.
They do have a lot of extras. Like
yes, I know that.
concept art
But when I'm
and-
playing the game,
Yeah.
Right.
And they have the new like mode or the MGS. What is it? The other version we never got. Metal Gear
Yeah, they-
Solid.
yeah,
like,
they have the
that's what I'm
original
saying.
games in
I'm
there,
saying the
in
games in
addition.
here are good,
Yeah.
but I'm saying the remaster effort to me is
Yeah.
not up to snuff and when
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. For Metal Gear Solid,
Yeah, fair.
it should be one of the greatest collections of all time.
Fair. I agree. It's a tough. I'm in a tough spot with it because it's like, I just want a port of it because it is perfect already. You know, I don't want them to like fuck with it too much.
I'm not asking them
but
to
also,
fuck with
like,
it too much.
Yeah.
I'm asking them to have an acceptable resolution.
Yeah.
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 This is something I would be like, Blue Point. Should
Yeah.
have been like doing, like bring them back again. And like, all right, we need you like to bring all of them and one forward this time.
Yeah,
and make them
don't the Switch
work on-
versions like run worse than the original?
Yeah,
they don't
versions?
run
they're,
at 60
they're all at
frames.
30 instead of 60.
Yeah,
So
it's
for the
like what
for the
I
PS2
don't count.
ones
for
yeah.
PS2 games though,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, I don't.
That's
Because
like
OG was
unacceptable,
in
man.
60,
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, Switch, I always just kind of like hand wave away. Like,
Well, no, but
There's plenty of 60 frame per second
Yeah,
Switch
yeah.
games.
I mean,
You should not
the
do
Switch
that.
is more powerful than the
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 by a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah.
So I mean,
What the hell?
Like the Wii should be able to
What
run
is
these
that?
at 60 frames. Like, come on.
What is their reasoning behind that?
I don't know.
Has anyone
don't
said
know.
anything about
We
it?
don't
we don't know.
know.
They're not
They
gonna
just-
They
say
just put out a
a
grid.
graph. Yeah.
Yeah, just to like
Spreadsheet.
Like, Explain yourself.
it.
I feel like they should explain themselves there. It's
They
weird.
won't.
They won't.
They won't.
They
No
won't.
way.
Yeah.
It's weird that like they don't have to explain themselves.
I mean, it's
And
probably like honestly, it was like a cost analysis thing. They probably looked at
Right.
what it was going to cost to do everything, how much they projected it was going to sell, and said this is the budget. And the budget was probably on the very low end, and they could only do so much. And they probably decided to prioritize like get the most bang for their buck. I would say, because obviously, like the Switch version, it's like it's a huge platform. Like, why would you make that the worst version? Like, why don't you prioritize that? But it sounds like from a lot of like companies that do port jobs for Switch is a little bit more challenging to get stuff up and running on for whatever reason. So
God,
that would be my guess.
God,
It's just
that's
a
crazy.
budget thing, and then like what?
Yeah,
what they
Brad,
wanna
you're right. Man. That
prioritize.
is, it's straight up just like because I didn't know the Switch version was like that. It's honestly just like disrespect.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's Metal Gear
like,
Solid, dude.
Yeah, it's like some of the best
And
games
it's like, I'm not even
ever made
complaining
in the
about
medium.
Metal Gear Solid, because I understand that's a PS1 game, so it's going to be a little more tricky, but like 2 and 3, it's like, dude.
Disrespect.
Come on, man.
Did it run?
Yeah.
Didn't it even run at 60 frames on PS Vita for the Vita version?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Oh, it might
So even in
happen.
like,
handheld mode,
yes.
like when they say, "Oh, Switch
Yeah.
handheld mode,"
They're
it's like,
excellent
Vita.
games, and I recommend all of those games, but it's just disappointing to
I don't
me to
know
see
if
that.
Vita.
Yeah.
I don't know if Vita ran at 60 or not. So if it did, though, that's funny.
Yeah, that's some disrespect. It sounds like Konami.
Yeah.
There are, like you said, though, there are a lot of nice extras and stuff.
Yeah.
There are a
Cool
lot of.
stuff.
I saw those extras. They were
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But it's like they could have gone the whole way, the 100%.
Just remember Silent Hill HD.
Oh,
Oh boy.
jeez.
That's not. October 26th. Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord coming to VR. Don't need to say a lot about it. It's pretty simple. You go out there, ghost busting
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
in VR,
That could be
and
fun.
they actually
Dude.
use the rumble for like when a ghost flies through your face.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
was like what was Elise in one of them? Or
That
something?
was the
that
other
was
one
the
we
other
played.
guy.
Yeah,
It's in
okay.
Leash. Yeah.
The asymmetrical one.
That game was sick.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
So
fun
I'm
game.
high on and obviously the Ghostbusters like. I remember though the remaster, you were like, it's not as good as I remember,
No.
like that OG Ghostbusters game, but
The new one, when we played, like being able to go to like
Yeah.
a Ray's store,
So
going into
cool.
the firehouse, like stuff like that's
somebody high on
fun.
Ghostbusters games right now, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright.
doing like in VR with the
Just
motion control.
need to give me one
controllers
where I
and-
drive around
Yeah.
New York and Ecto One and like,
That's true. That's something that
capture
could be.
Yeah.
ghosts in different buildings,
Yeah.
like take assignments.
Poltergeist in progress.
Janine on the phone
Roll up.
telling me like, you gotta choose which one you want to go to. Decision making.
Brad, talk to me about Ghost Runner 2.
Ghost Runner 2.
Is this your fizzle or sizzle?
No,
I
no,
mean?
no, no, no. I
Sizzle?
already did both mine. I'm out.
Fuck.
Uh,
This is your honorary sizzle.
Sure, yeah. Ghost
Yeah.
Runner, I really like the first Ghost Runner. Really fast, precise movement, very punishing but rewarding gameplay. This just looks like it's refining everything, getting more crazy with the story, the movement, the gameplay. It's looking excellent to me. Just coming out at a bad time for me also again in October.
Yeah.
So, but I know this game had a following before in the first one. I hope people give it a shot because it looks really great.
This is some Brad shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Genji over
Yeah,
here.
the first game was really fun. So, yeah. I hope more people play it.
Yeah, the first one came out on like Plus, I feel like
It did
a month
later.
or two
Yeah.
ago. Like
This is a
recently.
game I recommend on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Because you are moving a lot. Yeah. Very precise stuff. So it's cool. You got a katana, you're reflecting bullets back at people. It's like a Hotline Miami where you get hit once. It's like,
Right.
go again. It's one of those kind of games that you get in a flow and everything. It's really fun.
Huber,
Yo.
October 27th.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2. Just did
This-
that preview.
This was not your sizzle?
Because it's a known quantity.
Okay.
Everyone knows this is a flaming hot sizzle. Everyone knows it. There's no need for me to add to the sizzle pile. This is my most anticipated game this year, even with everything that's happened and gone down. This is the game I want to be my goatee.
Right.
I want this to be my goatee so bad. And Remedy's path, and from what I've played and just from, where they are as a studio right now, this moment, this feels like this could be their big one. Like, this is coming off of Control, which won numerous Game of the Years. Like, Alan Wake 2 is in the position to be like their crowning achievement. That is how confident I am in this game. Everything about it, from story to combat to presentation, looks incredible. It's finally survival horror, like actually survival horror. I am so excited and so optimistic about this game.
Huber, I played some of the remaster recently, the first game, and I think it being actual survival horror now is such a better idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because I felt like they kind of flirted with that before,
Yeah.
but it's not at all.
It's not at all.
Yeah.
Because every combat encounter in the first one, there's just like, here's your unlimited ammo.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's your ammo
So,
box. Boom.
I didn't get engaged with it as much as I
Yeah.
wanted, but I think the strength of the series to me is the atmosphere a lot. I know
100%.
people like the story a lot. I'm not as big on it necessarily, like the whole writing angle and like the narration. I get a lot of people like that. I'm not as big on
I always
that,
thought that
but-
was kind of weird, and like
Even with how control is
So
factored in.
no, I
too?
don't know how that is factored in.
no, we're
Is that,
talking about
like-
the first. I'm just
talking
going
about
back to the
Alan Wake
first game.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm just talking about the
yeah.
game. I
Like
have
for
no
me,
idea.
like Alan Wake, the original one, like it took those extra like 2 DLC chapters
Yeah,
for it to like really be like, oh, okay, like I'm really like where they went with this.
got it.
You know, before that, I think it was like Brad was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like I didn't get it as much as everyone else did, kind of
Got it.
thing. But I think the gameplay just sounds way more interesting to me.
One of the best things they said, obviously with survival horror and like resource management and puzzle solving and everything, one of the best things they said was like, yo, we acknowledge that the first game, pretty much every combat encounter was the same damn thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The entire game. It's like, not anymore. We have addressed that. We are shaking it up. We
Yeah.
have acknowledged that
That's
criticism.
the thing. Like they're, I think they're like in their prime right now as a studio. It feels like.
Yes.
So I think they're set up very well for success right now. I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Damiani, man. Resident Evil 4 is like your fucking jam of jams. What's your hype check on Alan Wake 2, man?
I mean, I only just barely touched the first one, so I don't like have an attachment. Like
They do say that you can just hop into
They
this.
really
so
do.
that's true, and it does look.
Saga's a brand new character, fish out of water.
It does look intriguing. I did play through all of Control, and I did mostly like Control. There are a few parts I was like, you're very easy to get lost in that game.
Yeah.
But
yes,
otherwise,
For sure.
this looks like maybe we're not having such large-scale environments this time, like Control had, because that was, the thing they were going for in that game. Yeah, it's just the timing. I mean, you know me, like I generally like get a game in a type of genre that like Resident Evil 4, and it's like I
That's it.
put
That's all you
so
need.
much
Yeah,
into it,
yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
there's so many other different types of games coming out this year. It's like, yeah, like I want
Damiani's
that.
getting to City Skylines. Here we go.
Don's got that covered. Don's like, Don, you can show us your cool creations. I'll watch. I'll look at your creations.
Yeah, Don, you better have like a movie
Yeah.
theater alley in that game. Dude. That's what I want to see.
Yes. But it's like, yeah, I mean, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the freaking line from Dark Knight? Joker. I'm a man of simple like taste or whatever. It's like that's kind of like me when it comes to games. Like,
Got it.
there's like usually every now and then a game that isn't like super mainstream. But just generally, that's kind of what I gravitate towards when it comes to video games. This is very mainstream. Alan Wake 2 is very mainstream, though. So I do think like at some point, you know what? I can see it being like sometime next year, Huber, where there is some downtime.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, let's, kind of like Evil Within situation. You just like remind me like, dude, just play it. Because Evil Within was very much like an Resident Evil 4-esque like style game. I was like, all right, like I get this. It's good. It's not as polished as Resident Evil 4. But like it was definitely like the game that's most like it, even more than like RE5 or anything after. So this can be something that, I can see myself jumping into and enjoying. And as you said, like the narrative.
Yeah.
That was the thing that like the hour I played of Alan Wake, I was like, this is doing some cool things with the narrative, like the narrator, like giving you all the stuff. The gameplay part was like okay to me, but as long as that like story element is there, because that was what was also driving me in Control, was like this mystery, like what is going on with this bureau here? It's like, all right, what's the truth?
One thing that's so particular to Remedy that I find so fascinating is they are obsessed with live action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They put
love
these
it.
live action things
Yeah.
in there, and like even in the screenshots, you see like there he is looking at a film reel with like the real live actor of him on the wall.
Yeah.
And
Check
the
out our
TVs and everything. Yeah.
check out our preview. We talked about Alan Wake 2 for like 20 plus minutes. The live action stuff and like how it is
Oh, yeah.
blended in. They've hit it, man. They finally got there. It's
Yeah.
so well done. It is so well done. Somehow, like, sometimes, even in Control, sometimes you would see something and it would just be like a little jarring, a little out of place. Like, it was still really amazing.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I really liked a lot
I'm
of the
not
stuff that-
criticizing
yeah.
it, but like, it would still kind of just like a little bit of like, oh, there's live action. This, like, it's obviously you realize it, but it's just so seamlessly integrated that it like didn't jar me as much, dude.
Yeah, I think they found the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Like, I think Quantum Break is like, no, that is way too
Yeah.
much.
Too
Please stop
hard,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, please stop that. So if they're interweaving it more cleanly, that's excellent to hear. Yeah, I'll be there day one, though.
Day one.
Day one.
Yeah.
Day one.
And then the one thing you didn't talk about here, but was in the preview that I love is Alan Wake's little light switch.
Yeah.
So you like click this light on and off, and it like changes the level.
Oh, that's
around you.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Changes the environment a little bit.
that's pretty
sweet.
cool.
So you like walk up to like a blocked door, you
And they
click
said
it,
they're-
and then like there's the doors open and there's the hallway down there.
And
yeah,
they said the absolute biggest inspiration for this game was Remake 2.
Ooh,
to hear
that's,
it.
that's speaking to humor right
Love
there.
to hear it. Yeah.
Don't get grabbed on the stairs. I hope there's a moment like that. Let me know immediately.
Totally.
Then a couple of days later, after you've done a couple of runs through that game, October 31st, Hubert
Halloween Day.
Jusant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, I'm so
Wow.
excited. I mean, Don't Nod, dude. I cannot believe I didn't play their last one. They just published the last one, though. What was it that just came out? Reverie or
No, they made that. Harmony?
Harmony?
Yeah, Harmony the Fall of Reverie. That's from them, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I missed a Don't Nod game, man. I need to catch up.
Well, they release one like every 6 months.
I know, they're kind of out of control with their output
They
right
were
now.
going to have two, but they delayed Banishers
Wisely.
to February, yeah.
I'm very excited. We played the demo of this, and the climbing felt really nice. I think that was Isla and Gabby and I. We were just messing around.
Yeah,
with the
yeah, I was
demo.
there too. But
Yeah.
yeah, this little rock climbing thing. It looks. And what's interesting is like a lot of it looks like it has been underwater at some point, even though you're really high up on these rock faces.
Yeah.
And then like lots of cool like abandoned buildings to dig into and explore.
I'm assuming and also hoping that it's like a little 6-hour thing. You know, we really we don't need 10 or
Yeah,
above.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I really hope this is like a weekend game. You know, I think that would be perfect.
Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense for this game.
Yeah.
They show some stuff in this
on
trailer
this
that's
game.
pretty cool.
You
yeah.
are?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Climbing, dude. Climbing and exploration. The frame rate there.
Was that frame rate or
I think
game
that was
mechanics?
slowdown mechanics.
Some
okay.
kinda, yeah, there's something going on.
That was
there.
slowdown mechanics.
Yeah.
See, it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
focus.
yeah. Specifically
yeah.
slow it down.
Yeah.
It's an ability that you have.
Yeah, Hubert, I think this is one of their most exciting games I've seen for a while.
It
I'm
seems so
interested.
fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh and original.
Yeah, look at that.
Will there be a Jessica in this game?
It's too young. It'll be some animal, actually.
I am curious whether you actually will catch up with some people.
Oh, yeah,
and
his
stuff,
little,
yeah.
like, goo
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
on his
Yeah.
backpack. It'll be that thing. They're inspired by The Last Guardian, for sure.
Oh, that's a funny thing to say. Because, okay, we're getting into November now.
Whoa.
Hitting November.
Cheating here. Oh, it's fall, dude.
Fall.
Yeah, false.
Holy
Many months.
fall.
shit.
We do these quarterly.
They're smaller. October was the big month.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
October's the big boy. But yeah, November 1st, Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story. And it's funny that you brought up Last Guardian right there because, yeah, you were going through this world with your little beast friend
Yeah.
and cooperating and exploring and all that.
No, actually, more than that. It looks like
World of
what was that?
Warcraft
Majin in the Forsaken Kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I reviewed.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
you
like
were
it's like that.
correct.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a call!
That game
dude.
was fun. That was
What
a
call
great
that
swimming
was.
in sevens.
Absolutely, dude. Yes.
That was a great swimming in sevens.
Oh my God.
If this game is like that, I'm in.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is, obviously from Riot Forge, but Tequila Works. who made Rhyme.
What in the
has made
world?
this game.
All right, you're
Yeah.
saying some magic words right now.
Skyrocketing your Don't Noddy's list, dude.
Yeah, we got some magic words.
Sizzle over here, dude.
Yeah, like this is now my sizzle. There you go.
Yeah, so it's one of the more interesting ones that I've seen.
Dude, really big shout
Yeah.
out to League of Legends expanding. I heard their other game, the King something or whatever, was really awesome.
Slayer, is that it?
Something Fall of the King, whatever. I heard it's awesome. And then obviously Arcane the show.
Yeah.
This looks really cool. Like,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
Way to
these
go.
have been coming out without too much attention, which
Yes.
is kind of a bummer.
Yes.
Like, I don't think a lot of people know that Song of
my
Nunu
guess would be
exists.
do
you know?
like the existing fan base of like
Right.
Riot
Yeah.
fans
Probably.
that just like most of them will convert to this and like already jump in.
But
and
you
they're-
think
yeah.
that maybe they'd want to do it the other way around too? But maybe
No,
not.
for sure. I'm sure
Yeah.
they want to expand, but like at the baseline, you like can expect that much. So it's like worst case scenario. It's like, oh, maybe this one didn't stick, but at least a bunch of our fans bought it, so it still did, at least somewhat successful, like modest success.
I'll wait for the Damiani verdict on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
See what he says.
Same.
But yeah, Tequila Works have done some good stuff. Next day, November 2nd, Huber, RoboCop, Rogue City.
I'd buy that for $1. This is doing my favorite thing, and it's picking up after RoboCop 2. So it is...
It's a Racing 3, you said, or
yes,
something?
basically. Well, I don't know if it'll lead up to 3, but they're basically just worrying about 1 and 2. It takes place after. Very excited. They got some old cast members back, of course.
Yeah, they look really great. The actors' likenesses in this.
And of course, I've said it before, I have owned and had Terminator for so long and have not gotten to play it. I heard it's a swimming from like Terminator fans. I heard it's really cool. This looks like even a step up from that though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty optimistic about this. The trailer looks awesome, dude. You get this like freaking Crisis Zone level of environmental destruction.
Yeah.
Like the shootouts look sick. The whole vibe looks like RoboCop. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for this game.
I'm so prompt. I think there's gonna be like one of the hostage, like the movie, the
Yeah,
hostage
dude,
situation.
100%.
Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%,
they have
dude.
that.
100%.
The freedom of rights, like give them the chance.
Yeah.
And, like, all right. I think this is a
Coming
game.
with me, dead or alive,
Yeah.
dude.
This is totally a game I feel, like sit and watch someone play it because it's like canon, dude. You just want to see the story too.
story,
yeah, man. It's like
the true
fun.
RoboCop 3, dude.
Totally in for that.
Same day, November 2nd, Star Ocean, the second story R.
Yeah,
Brad and Damiani, tell me.
I am very excited for this because this is generally regarded as the best of the Star Ocean games.
This is a remaster.
So this is the last of the. Well, not the last. They could still do To the End of Time if they want to do.
That's the
one.
PS2 one?
Yeah,
right?
that's the PS2 one. It's never been like updated and like it got put on
some collection.
PS3 or PS4, and it had like added stuff, but like hasn't gone like what of this. This is probably the most like probably budget they put in because look, it's like HD 2D,
Wow.
which the first game did not have. So Star Ocean First Departure R did not have this level of production. It was very nice, but like this is definitely they've gone a little bit further in on this with the budget. So
This looks sick.
it is, story wise, gameplay wise. Although that there is a demo out there, time limited demo. It's interesting to see some of the feedback on it because a lot of people are saying it's like a little like too much like one and doesn't like have too much variance from one. I'm very curious to see because I remember it had some improvements. I know there's a lot of like extra activities in this game to do, so it's not just like straightforward like advance the quest. Like I think in the trailer they showed like fishing at one point.
Yeah.
So there's stuff that you can engage in, and it is a continuation. So it is a continuation of the first story. I forget if it's like a time skip, and it's like new generation. It's always like later generations of characters, or one of them is a prequel to all of these. So there's a like continuity between this. And yeah, I think it just like
cool, dude.
like having a world map like it's like old school style RPG. And it also is like the combat system, even if it isn't too much change from one, it's such a unique combat system. Like it's still side scrolling, but like you have a field and you can move up and down, left and right, and you can like in real time, and you're trying to like get positions on enemies, trying to like get your team. So yeah, they're kind of like showing it now. So on the trailer,
sick.
yeah, and it, like
This is not what I
it
expected.
visually
I'm
looks.
used to New Age Star
Yeah,
Ocean.
to me, it looks visual. It's like awesome seeing 2D sprites do this. It feels very satisfying. And it's pretty simplistic, but also pretty rewarding. And I'm trying to like see some of the new stuff they're doing here. Like I saw something about like a ship landing on the world map. That's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just like the music too. Like really good music for this. And I haven't even been fully paying attention to all the new features they put into this, but I am very confident that this is probably the best chance, other than like a high budget new 3D entry, which is never going to happen. They've been going that direction. They had Faithlessness and Integrity, and Last Hope, Faithlessness and Integrity, and the Divine Force, and none of those have really moved the needle in the right direction. So I think coming back to this one and then maybe following this up with Till the End of Time, which are this and that are probably the two most popular entries in the series. And maybe this is the future for Star Ocean. Maybe it isn't going to be a high budget 3D series anymore. Maybe they can make more games like this because, as you know, you have Team Asano doing like their projects that are kind of in this,
Octopath and all that. Yeah,
exactly. Maybe this is
coming to Game Pass, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good thing too. I mean, this is something maybe they can have Tri-Ace, like, Tri-Ace is interested to bring him in to do, like, cool 2D style battle systems and have them work under maybe Team Asano. I don't know. I know Tri-Ace is technically owned not by Square Enix now. They're owned by some other company, I believe. I forget. But, yeah, sorry. I know I've been going on for a long time, but, like, this is kind of like, to me, this is kind of like it. If this doesn't perform to expectations, it's like, I don't think Till the End of Time is like going to light the world on fire either with a remake. So I'd like Star Ocean to continue, and I hope people give this a chance. And October is a hectic month, but November is shaping up to be like the RPG month. So
yeah, no, I like the look of it, and I could see that if this does well, that this could be kind of a direction for them to go in for brand new games for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Star Ocean has a great history of really good battle systems too. So.
Nice.
Yeah, looks great, dude. And I'm hyped because I'm not like super into Star Ocean, but people have talked up this entry particularly.
You've had a couple though, right?
Yeah, I've played a couple. I like never finished them though.
Word.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Well, that's a thing.
I mostly have experience with the 3D ones, which is like The Last Hope and like the last 3 entries I've played.
Okay. They definitely have shortened them down.
Yeah.
Like after Last Hope, they have gone in they've gone shorter. And then these two aren't that actually terribly long, I think.
Okay.
I think they're about like 20
Yeah, whatever
hours.
the Xbox 360 and PS3 one was like one of the worst voice acting I've ever heard in a game. I remember.
The Last Hope is a meme, man. They could disavow that game.
Resident Evil 6 of Star Ocean.
What?
The Resident Evil 6 of Star Ocean.
They have like a line about like cat girls. What is this? Like I feel like I'm at an anime convention. Like what?
Yeah.
What?
It was just a bizarre.
They had a
game.
character that kept saying K after everything. K.
Yeah.
Like a little girl voice. I was like, oh my god. I mean, they were a little girl, but like it was super annoying.
Also on November 2nd, this will be Isla's Sizzle, Proxy Sizzle, the Talos Principle 2.
Right.
And I played through that full game as well, and this is just like a huge step up. And like the thing is when you went through the original Talos Principle, it was all like kind of like going through like ancient ruins, and you see a little bit of that in the sequel here, but you also see a lot with like other robots and stuff going around, and like lots of different environments, and it just like. Even the laser puzzles like look better. It's like they've just really like done a glow up on the graphics all around.
Those looked intimidating.
Oh
I'll
my
give you that.
God. Oh, yeah, no, they
the laser
definitely-
puzzles look
Those
very
laser puzzles are not getting me
disgusting.
excited to solve them.
It's like ouch, my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely one that you put work into figuring out individual puzzles, but at the same time, there are ways to sort of think outside the box.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
play with the rules for sure, as well as some crazy story stuff that Isla's super into as well. Yeah.
She loves that story.
So also on November 2nd, we've got Thirsty Suitors.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of like kind of Scott Pilgrim-ish story to it, where you're going around and battling all of your exes, and also going to the skate park and skating and stuff. And it's just really fun indie game. I played a little bit of it at Summer Game Fest, and it's a good time. It's some like really great, unique character designs. And you've got the South Asian culture all in there, and dealing with your mom and your grandpa, or your grandma, and all of that stuff, as well as trying to have these kind of battles with each of these characters.
Looks funny.
Yeah. There's definitely a lighthearted humor to all of it. So really cool, fun stuff. And then last up on November 2nd. Vampire the Masquerade Justice, which is the VR game. And it's definitely looking a little rough, I'd say. But VR stealth vampire game.
I mean, that concept is cool,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool concept.
but
Yeah.
I think you're right, Bill. It's looking a little rough. Like, that was weird.
Yeah.
Let me bite someone, dude. Like,
Yeah, where's
bite. There it is. Oh,
dude,
no.
that's how they-
the
Kind
Reaper
okay.
kills
Yeah.
in Blade
That's still-
2.
First person VR biting. Little
Weird.
weird to get across.
A little weird.
For sure.
Well, I think it's hard for me to get hyped for anything Vampire Masquerade until the actual
Yeah,
game comes
what?
out.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not their fault or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hope it's good.
Hopefully Chinese Room will pull that off.
Yeah.
On that
That's
game.
like the number one Vampire the Masquerade image, dude. Someone like jumping.
Yeah.
What I am hyped on, though, Huber, November 3rd, EA Sports WRC.
Yeah.
This is such a blood joint, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Blood, I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be
Here's me
your...
watching from afar.
I want to be your co-pilot in this, dude. Is there co-op?
There
that'd be sick.
probably is.
That would
I
be
don't know
so
for
there's
sure.
sick.
There's the driver. Yeah.
Dude,
the
I will
navigator.
navigate, dude. Let's go.
Yeah. So this is from Codemasters. This is since they've been purchased by EA. They did the Dirt series and the Dirt Rally series in particular was really great. And so EA Sports WRC is essentially a sequel to Dirt Rally 2.0. But now they have the WRC license, so they can go full on with some of the iconic courses that are around the world, really digging into the right cars that need to be in this game. So the current lineup of cars as well as a lot of great historic vehicles.
Hell yeah.
One of the things that I really dig, Huber, that they talk about is all of the different courses. They've got the different seasonal.
Perfect.
That's
So
sick.
Great
each
variety.
season you can go in there
It's
and
excellent.
okay, here it is in the summer, here it is in the spring, here it is in the snow. And then they have different styles of the co-driver stuff for people that are more familiar with the sport, and then a kind of more casual options. Like we're just gonna dumb this down a little bit
Yeah.
because it's very
Open it
technical.
up for people. Yeah, definitely. Because that'd be so fun if you played co-op and only the navigator had the map and the directions and just have to tell you all right, left up here, coming up, that'd be so fun.
And they say it's some of the longest stages that they've had ever in one of their rally games.
Excellent.
So really, really shaping up, and
Wow.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah, bud.
Dirt Rally 2.0. Some of the they mixed some live action footage in here too.
Cool. Love that.
But Dirt Rally 2.0, going through some of those courses, through the woods at night, some of the most terrifying
Damn.
driving gameplay
For sure.
I've ever been
120
on.
miles an hour, dude. Just
Yeah.
tiny little dirt road.
Dude, I love this. Like a real rally car driver.
Yeah.
Testing stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Sick.
and Codemasters has been killing it with the F1
Yeah, that's
series.
what I've heard.
And so they really, are pushing that authenticity, and the Dirt series all along has been great for that, and even before that with Colin McRae and everything.
Nice.
So,
Glad to see it.
heck yeah.
Very.
I just feel good about this game existing.
Yep.
It's nice to see.
Feel good hit.
Yeah.
Also, quick shout out on November 3rd. Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Oh boy. Ebenezer. Yeah.
The Christmas Carol
Yeah.
Metroidvania.
I'm not playing this unless I'm playing it in December Blood.
Right. They put it out there a little early, just make sure people can
Yeah,
get
just
it.
so they know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about it, if it's going to be good or not.
It seems a little weird.
It seems
but yeah.
pretty, yeah. But
the concept.
the concept is funny. I'll give it that. It's
yeah.
unique.
Yeah. November 3rd as well, WarioWare Move It. So, yeah, micro games, motion controls, basically
Yeah.
like
Was it
sequel
on
to
Switch?
Smooth Moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that one.
IR
Okay.
yeah.
sensor
WarioWare.
stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about this.
Just expect a group stream.
Yeah, it's going to
Full
be
on
great.
party game groups.
Yeah,
Dude,
it'll be
I'm
fun.
Yes.
ready. Yes.
Yeah.
I love WarioWare.
Yeah, WarioWare is so fun.
Oh my goodness.
What was the last Wario game that wasn't WarioWare again? Like the side-scrolling
wasn't
one?
WarioWare?
Was it the
Shake
Wii
It
one?
on Wii.
Shake It
yeah.
is
Was that the last
amazing.
one?
That
Damn.
might
There might have been one
be.
other one. Or Shake It.
I think it might be Shake It.
Shake It.
In terms of platformers.
So good. That game is good.
Yeah. Really nice art style.
Dude.
I like the Game Boy
Same
one.
company that made Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Good feel.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, I always
That
say
game
feel
rules.
good. It's good feel.
November 6th, we've arrived to my sizzle.
Ooh.
The Invincible.
Nice.
This is from 11-Bit Studios. This is a really cool first-person like astronaut exploration type of thing. It's based on a novel, but it goes. It lets you go in different directions. So like, think about this as like kind of like a Telltale game, but they don't tell you when you've made the decisions all the time. You know, but it's full 3D. First-person exploration, and it's kind of got like that retro future look to it.
Driving a vehicle. Hi, Starfield.
Like, lots of tubes sticking out of things, and lots of like just kind of big chunky devices and things like that. And you're there. If I remember right, because I saw this back at GDC. If I remember right, your group has landed on this planet because some other faction is on there, and people are like, what are they doing there? There's not supposed to be anything on this planet, you know? And so you're investigating that. You're also investigating like some stuff going on with your crew, where they might be like hallucinating or whatever.
This is a Jesse game, Brad. There's
Wait,
gotta
what was it,
be.
Solaris. What's the one where they're like going? Oh yeah.
So and then you find people's bodies and stuff from your crew, like when you go out there looking for them.
Jessica.
So, yeah, it's very much a story-based game. There's some very real consequences. I think there was a thing too,
Solaris vibes.
where like you could actually like name the landmarks or whatever, and then other people would refer to them by those names or whatever. I think maybe you just pick them off of a list or whatever. But it's
okay.
kind of cool little things with the exploration like that too. But yeah,
Neat.
from what I played so far, I'm digging
Sizzle
it.
hype, dude.
Sizzle
Wow.
for one, dude.
That's big time.
Yeah, that is big time.
Jeez.
November 9th, Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. It's a lot of these year.
I know, man. I'm
We had
conflicted.
Ishin this year.
I know, man.
We got
I
Infinite
know.
Wealth. in,
I'm
like,
on
a
that
couple
train
months.
now too, man.
Yeah.
It's like these games are always good and they're fun.
Yeah.
But we're getting so many so often now. It feels like I don't have a break that much from them. Like we're
Right.
getting like 2 a year, dude.
And it's hard for the stakes to maintain when there's so many, you know?
Right.
Especially with like Kazuma now, and I'm a little conflicted. Like, yeah, I'm just conflicted at this point in time in my life with Yakuza, because it's been a while. It's been since PS2.
Yeah.
This is a long road, so it's been a long time, but like even more so lately. There's been so many lately. So it's just like that combination of like a long time, a lot of games lately, and also I just really liked the ending of Yakuza 6. I just really I love that game. And then I wasn't too hot on Yakuza 7. I know this one is different. And it had nothing to do with like turn-based battle. I love turn-based battles, like 10 out of 10. But yeah, I just wasn't too hot on that, and I'm just getting a little worried. Now Nagoshi's gone as well.
Right.
So it's just like kind of this different era, and it's just feeling like, I don't know, it's just feeling like different. It just feels different. It
I
feels
guess
more like corporate studio vibe. I don't know.
It's just not, to me, as exciting just because there's so many, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Like, I'm not like saying that it's going to be a bad game or anything. I'm
No.
sure I'm going to play it and I'll probably have a good time with it, but I just not as excited about these games as I would like to be right now. Probably just because it's just so many. Because, like, I know...
And it's been
8's
so many for so long.
Yeah, and I know 8's like right around the corner,
yeah.
too. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
just
probably very much the minority on that, I assume.
just like Judgment, Lost Judgment,
Yeah,
Kiwami
which I did play
0,
all those,
Kiwami
yeah.
2, Ishin, it's like insane amount. So
Yeah.
we will see.
Well,
I'm sure I'll just play it and then I'll be Kazuma again. I'll be like, fuck yeah, Kazuma,
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Huber,
yeah.
it's in good company because November 10th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
See, that's a little different because like that you can crank out because there's no like emotional investment.
Okay.
For me at least. Like Call of Duty is fun.
Call
I
'em out.
engage with it every like couple years or so. I really like this remake Modern Warfare trilogy a lot. I think they're really, really good and strong. Something like Yakuza, though, it's like, dude, I'm like so emotionally invested in the character. So it's like when you keep bringing them back and back and back, it just like loses a little something, you know?
Right.
Whereas like Modern Warfare is like, you don't have that investment. Like it's just popcorn game, you know, play with Grumbomb for a month or two and call it a day. But yeah, keep cranking them out.
November 14th, Turok 3.
Turok 3, I'm excited to revisit this.
Yeah, that Night Dive remaster.
Because, dude, I played 1 and 2 way more than 3 as a kid.
Well, 3 was worse
Yeah.
from what I remember.
But then everyone, now, obviously, hindsight, everything, everyone's like, dude, Turok 3 is really good. It's like the best. Well, that's why I keep hearing. I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know if I ever played 3.
But then I looked at reviews and they were actually like really strong for 3. I was like, oh, maybe 3 was really, really good. I just remember the beginning, you like wake up in like a modern day apartment. It's all weird and shit.
Yeah.
I even played like Rage Wars more than 3. So I'm excited to revisit this game with fresh eyes, fresh perspective. So, and I'm glad that Turok
Yeah, it's nice. It's coming.
has a pulse, dude.
It's got a pulse.
Yeah.
Now we got to go to, what is it, Evolution next or whatever, dude?
Lead up to a brand new Turok.
God,
right?
it would be so amazing. A brand new Turok.
Yeah, a new Turok would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
We need a new Turok. A good one.
Yeah. How would you do it? Would you give it the Doom treatment?
I would keep it chilled, probably because the budget's lower. Just do Boomer Shooter one or like N64 vibes one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because like I don't think they have enough money to do like AAA
Yeah.
Turok.
Dude, just a classic Boomer Shooter vibe with it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
November 16th, Flashback 2 is coming out. I don't know if anyone here is into Flashback. think
I
this might
remember
be
the
just
name.
One of those ones we acknowledge. That's happening November 16th.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I feel like that game
I don't
came
know a lot about it.
preloaded on PCs back in
Sure.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was me. I was just
Reloaded. Love it.
November 17th, Naruto and Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connection.
Sign me up every time. I'm in. Yep. Can't wait. Played that at Summer Game Fest.
It's like 1 million characters in there, right?
Billion,
Yeah.
trillion characters. Yeah.
I think like it's cool having all of those fighters, but I never feel like these games are deep enough for me to like really care.
Yeah.
I guess it's cool to go through the campaign.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But like I'm not sticking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then along with that day, 17th, Persona 5
Yeah.
Tactica.
Yeah, I'm
Brad is
playing this
hyped.
game, dude. I love Persona 5 and I love tactics
10
games,
out of 10
dude. So this
Persona.
game was made for me.
10 out of 10.
And I didn't play a lot of the other spin-off games like the Dancing All Night one, so I'm totally freshed up, ready to go.
Strikers, right? Was the
Yeah, I
Muso
didn't
one?
play
Muso?
Strikers, dude, so I'm ready to go. Like just a tactics Persona game. Like Blood, I get excited when they just make a tactics game of an IP I like already.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm ready to
sick.
play.
They've got like little chibi
Yeah, I'm
versions of
fine
all the
with that.
characters and
Yeah.
stuff too.
That's fine.
When am I gonna find the time to finally play Royal?
Never.
Oh,
Because you're gonna probably replay GTA 5 again.
Persona 5 is the best 100-hour game ever made.
There it is. You heard it. You heard it.
Straight up. I've never played a better 100-hour
Yeah.
game in my life.
But yeah, it looks delightful, Blood. I'm gonna have a good time playing this.
nice.
I hope it's not 80 hours
Right.
because I feel like it will be.
right.
But looking forward to it.
Also on November 17th, Super Mario
Dude.
RPG.
Oh no!
Same day, Brad.
I love Super Mario RPG. This is not good.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Year. What is this year?
Yeah.
Showdown
Go
of
off, Tom,
RPGs.
It is a shorter game.
It is a short.
Oh yeah,
game,
this is a game. If you've already played this before,
I just beat it a couple years ago, so I don't need to play day one.
This is for veterans. This is a weekend game.
You think it'll be the same length this time?
yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
exciting.
Yeah.
It looks
It
like a
doesn't seem
pretty
like they're
straight
changing
one-to-one
too
with
much
a
of the
few-
game structure.
And the new mechanics they've had look like it's just going to make it like easier.
Yeah.
So if you to lean on, there is like the extra stuff after you beat the game, but like I mean that's obviously
Still.
optional.
Yeah, it's a smaller game for sure.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to get through it. Like
Play this game. This game's great.
Yeah, the most impressive thing is like when you think of like a remake in like the strictest sense, or not reimagining things, just like one-to-one. this visually is just like, yes, this is exactly what I would dream. Like, imagine a Super Mario RPG would look like in a remake. This literally is it. And I was like, heck yeah. What, Huber? What? Okay, here we go.
Will Final Fantasy be in this game?
Well, there's a thing.
Yeah, there's a thing that's inspired by it.
In RPG, the new one?
No,
Well, it's in the original,
that-
but it's
I'm
clearly
saying
there.
in the
Cloud
new,
is not going to be in this
I feel
game.
very,
in the
I
new
feel
one.
very good that there's something in this.
in the new one.
In this one,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
In
okay.
Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
The hints are there.
Hints are
It'll
there.
be fun to see if they
Hints are
do
there.
add any new types of cameo stuff.
That's true.
If the old stuff will still be there, like Samus,
And
Link,
Link.
and
Right.
will there be new stuff they throw in? Because they love to
Get those amiibos,
Well,
bro.
it could be updated, like an updated model of Samus. It could be like Link from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, instead of
Or
like the
Wind Waker
traditional
or
Link.
Link's Awakening.
Listeners,
Link fit in.
dude, if you're just listening to this, you gotta watch the video because Brad just rolled his eyes harder than he's ever rolled.
Oh, I can't wait for these
In
amiibo.
his
I
life.
can't
No,
wait
the
for these
amiibo will look
amiibos.
cool.
These
I don't want
are
amiibo
sick.
functionality, dude.
Oh.
Stop it.
I don't know if they'll have it in there, but
I
maybe
think they
will.
would have said by now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to have it.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but
Also, the only bummer thing is this: it doesn't seem to be like another Nintendo trait. They're not including the OG game in here, and it's not
Damn
available
shame.
on.
oh, it's true, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
It's on the SNES Mini.
Classic.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
not on the service
why I played
yet.
it
So
recently.
maybe they'll do a 1-2 punch where they'll drop the classic one on the service in November as well, but probably
Yeah.
not.
Probably not.
Probably not. It's
Probably
a weird
not.
play. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be a bonus when you beat the game. It'll actually unlock
That would be
it. That would be
sick,
cool.
But you're on Copium. There's no way.
Never. We'll see.
There's no
It
way.
could be in there.
It's Nintendo.
It could be in there.
No. You give
Also, the
Nintendo too much
music.
credit.
They did such a good.
Yes.
From what we
They
heard from the
do.
trailer, the
Yoko
new
Shimomura
versions of the
coming back,
song
yeah.
are so good.
If they'd
So good.
said that they have the original soundtrack too, they would have said they had the original graphics also.
Oh yeah, because they said
There's
soundtrack.
no
They
way.
didn't say the
But
graphics.
I'm not thinking that like original graphics and like swap between the two, like whatever, like Halo. I'm thinking that like maybe you go into like Peach's castle or whatever, and you walk up to a TV and like, oh, here's you can play the original version of the game.
Yeah,
like a separate file.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That there's
No
some
way.
way to play
No
the OG
way.
because they didn't do it in Link's Awakening, and I was like, okay, bummer.
Yeah.
I would bet against that.
November
Feels bad, man. Sorry, but I would
22nd.
bet against.
Jurassic Park Collection.
Yeah, dude.
NES games, Super NES games, now those Genesis games.
Yep.
I think Game Boy in there too, right?
Sick.
Like it's crazy.
Full playthrough done? One of them?
value.
I
The
would
Genesis
hope so.
one. Full playthrough, dude.
I hope we can get through that one. It's tricky. from
I
what
remember it was too hard for me as a
I know,
kid,
I remember
dude.
It was pretty tricky.
You can
We'll
play.
use our adult brains now, dude. We'll beat it.
You can play the
Adult
Lost
brains.
World one. It's like Contra. It's like running gun. Yeah, it's fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I played the Super Nintendo. It was like one of the first games I ever saw with like a Dolby logo on the box. It was like you've got surround sound. I'm like, oh, cool.
Nice.
Are there any games? I mean, it's amazing they worked in the Genesis games, but are there any games you still would have liked to have seen been added to this collection? Like
The like an
The
arcade
arcade
game,
game.
for sure.
Oh, sure.
100% Damiani. That game is a masterpiece.
I mean, that's the main issue I have with this collection is it's really only 3 games, and I mean, even though the games vary drastically over the Game Boy versions, I believe, and the different.
There's more than 3 games.
Are there, Blood? I thought there was only 3 that are like different. The different ports are drastically
Check the tape.
different. But I didn't see a longer listing of games than that.
tape. Blood's looking. He's
Yeah.
investigating.
Let's
Yeah,
sleuth it,
investigate.
dude.
I have to find it in the game collection.
Yeah, so the price point on it to me, I don't know, 40. It seems like it should have been 30 for what's in there because thinking back on these games, Huber, like Rampage is fun, but it's definitely from what I remember, it's definitely a 7, right? Or something.
Totally,
I mean, it
totally,
was kind
totally,
of funky.
totally,
it had
totally.
some breaking visual tech for the time, but in terms of gameplay, from what I remember, these games were a little like okay. I don't know. I haven't played them all for sure though. So,
Wait, is it 3 games?
From what I
Blood?
saw, it was. But I thought the different version. I assumed the Game Boy's like obviously a whole different version of it.
Yeah,
I just
because
remember the
they
Genesis one
have
being a
the
showpiece.
NES, the Game Boy, the Super NES. They've got 2 Genesis games.
I believe they're all off of the same titles, though, aren't they?
But
or no?
but
The versions are probably
the
different. though.
Genesis
totally
games
different
are
versions.
entirely different games.
Well, that's what I mean. The different ports aren't ports; they're just entirely different games. So you're getting, but they're 3 titles essentially. You know?
Okay.
So you are getting a good variety. But I don't know the Game Boy ones too. I mean, I'm looking at them and they look all right. But it's gonna be nice to have them all. But I'm tempering my expectations a little bit because of that $40 price point. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. You're right, Don.
Yeah, and like I know like what the Super Nintendo was doing was like a whole other thing because you
This
had
first person,
the
right,
first
too?
person sections.
Yeah.
It was like Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's some
You go into a
Spielberg
building.
tax or
Yeah.
something.
There's the often forgotten Jurassic Park the game, I think it's just called, from 360 generation. I had it on the 360. That one's a weird outlier. There's so many. You wish they would have thrown in a few more of the outliers.
Was that the Telltale one?
No, that wasn't the Telltale one. I don't remember who did it, but it was it was actually like a parallel story that took place on the island, and
Whoa.
the gameplay varied quite a bit from scene to scene and stuff. It was awesome.
Showing Huber one of the first person shots.
Sick.
Yeah, I think the NES, Game Boy, and Super NES games are like there's some similarities in the top-down
very different,
view,
though, yeah.
but they're extremely different.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think the price has a lot to do with the license. Like it's just they can't charge less for it.
Jurassic Park tax.
Yeah. And they said they had a hard time getting the Genesis games even in there. So
Yeah.
How is that Super Nintendo one? That's the one.
I loved it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've heard good things. So
yeah,
maybe-
I mean I hadn't played it since it
Yeah.
came out, but I loved it back
It'd
then.
be nice to have the save states. They added in-game maps, so they did add quite a bit to the actual games themselves.
nice.
Actually, they modified them a little bit.
More
so.
effort than Konami.
Yeah, certainly.
Nice. All right. We got more games to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, please take a second to like and subscribe and ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and it helps you stay connected. And now, a word from our sponsors.
The Easy Allies podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you ever been trying to fall asleep at night and you just can't get there? Racing thoughts keeping you awake, darting all around in your head. You're not sure what to do, tossing and turning. You can't quite relax because your brain is spinning, trying to figure out some decisions. You sometimes feel like your brain is getting in its own way. Sometimes you feel like you know what you should do, what's good for you, but you just can't quite get it done, can't figure out how to make it happen. Therapy can help you with this, okay? Therapy helps you figure out what's holding you back so you can work for yourself instead of against yourself. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. These can be big or small for others or yourself. It helps to empower you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who have experienced major trauma or dealing with some sort of stressful event in their life. It can be for just day-to-day small things as well, just keeping yourself on track. If you're thinking of starting therapy, I suggest you give BetterHelp a try. This is an entirely online service, okay? It's designed to be as convenient as possible, okay? It's very flexible. It's completely suited to fit your schedule, what works best for you and your time frame. All you have to do is fill out a very brief questionnaire. You get matched up with a licensed therapist, and you're absolutely free to switch therapists at any time. There's no additional charges involved. So there's a lot of freedom in this. The time is now. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. You have to visit betterhelp.com/allies today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/allies. BetterHelp.com/allies. Check it out. Okay, everyone, we've all experienced it. The pains of using a cheap razor, nicks, cuts, irritation, your flesh all hacked up, looks like you're just stumbling out of a Mortal Kombat 1 confrontation. You know what I'm talking about. That's why you gotta meet Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is a family-owned aerospace parts manufacturer. They've made parts for the ISS space station, floating around up there, and the Mars rover, cruising the red planet Very cool. Henson was involved. Now they're bringing precision engineering to your shaving experience. By using aerospace-grade CNC machines, Henson makes metal razors that extend just 0.0013 inches. This is less than the thickness of a human hair. If you did not know that, it's thin, okay? That means a secure and stable blade with a vibration-free shave. It's a clog-free design, okay? The razor has built-in channels to evacuate hair and cream, which makes clogging virtually impossible on this thing. It's the best razor. Seriously, Henson Shaving wants the best razor. They're not looking for the best razor business. They're looking for the best razor. That means no plastic, no subscriptions, and no proprietary blades. It's affordable. The Henson razor works with standard dual-edged blades to give you that old school shave with the benefits of new school tech. Once you own a Henson razor, it's only about $3 to $5 per year to replace the blades. It's cheap. So the design and durability is out of this world, literally. Talk about affordability. We're talking less than $5 a year in blades, okay? This is a razor that's different from what you use. It's better. It's time to say no to subscriptions and yes to a razor that'll last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/allies to pick the razor for you and use code ALLIES and you'll get 2 years worth of blades free with your razor. Just make sure to add them to your cart. That's 100 free blades when you head to hensonshaving.com/allies and use code ALLIES. Try it.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, thank you. All right, we made it to December. December is a quickie compared to those two. First off, Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince on December 1st.
Me and Mike like Dragon Quest a lot. So do you, Bloodworth. I just never really got into the Monster series.
Yeah, same.
I haven't either. And this is the first one for years. I know there are people obsessed with this.
Yeah.
People are also saying that like this is a telling of like the villain behind Dragon Quest IV.
Oh, okay.
Which I did not catch whatsoever because like my memories of Dragon Quest IV are like a little tiny NES sprite.
Yeah.
So this guy is like, yo, it didn't ring a bell for me.
Yeah.
Happy to see it back though. I know because a lot of people really like it. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
We are just waiting for 12.
Yep.
That's what's going to get us
and
hyped.
3 HD 2D.
And 3 HD
That's
2D.
all I care about for myself. But yeah, I mean, I've never really gotten into monsters, so maybe now? I don't know.
It's on Switch, so you won't play it.
Oh, yeah, true. It is looking a little switchy here.
So little.
Oh my goodness. It didn't before that. But
No, it did before that. No, it did.
One thing that's funny for me is that there's some crazy cake donut world or whatever. I'm like, how does that fit into Dragon Quest?
Is that Terry?
All right.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's the hero from 4.
It's the hero from 4. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Then also on December 1st, Dawn SteamWorld build. Get a little. What is the heat check on this game? I know that the demo was maybe
Dawn's the
not
builder.
really selling it, but what do you think?
I was I don't know. I enjoyed the demo actually,
Okay.
but there's no way with this date, City Skylines, I'm going to be deep in it. There's no way this is going to get on, I'm going to have to put this off till a later date. But I don't know. I enjoyed the demo. I had fun with it. Again, super cartoony graphical style I was talking about earlier. It's kind of the opposite of what I'm looking for. So
Okay.
it's cute. It was fun. It was challenging. I remember it had a good challenge to it.
Yeah, it looks, dude, it's just like a little too cluttered. SteamWorld is my fucking jam. That is my franchise. Every single SteamWorld game I love. There's just it's so cluttered. There's just so much going on. It's just visually messy, dude. It gives me anxiety just looking at it. That's just me. Does anyone else feel that way?
No, I get it.
No,
That
I
makes
get it.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really like the way the game looks visually.
I like the art style, but I don't love how many buildings and facilities are cramped together.
Right. Well, and because of the art style, each building is pretty busy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
it's
think
just
that plays into
busy.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Because I do love how everything looks a lot. It's just, busy is a good word, Blood.
December 5th is where they moved Extremely Powerful Capybaras. Remember we bet on that a couple of weeks ago and it got delayed. So that'll be coming out December. But then, December 7th, Avatar, Frontiers of
All right,
Pandora.
I was a little harsh on this initially because my Avatar expectations are always sky high. When I think of Avatar, I think of visual showpieces. For like, Avatar is more than its visuals. It's a conversation for another day. But I do think of the visuals and the tech and like next level tech. So when I first saw the game, I was underwhelmed because that was my framing going in.
Right.
Now that that is done, I can just get hyped on being able to explore Pandora. I think this game is going to be pretty freaking cool, dude. Just like, I think I know what to expect in terms of just like the Far Cry
Right.
Ubisoft formula. Like the formula, I feel like we all know exactly what this game is going to be, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exactly what I think, probably.
Yeah.
But if you're cool with that, you like the Avatar world and all that
Yes.
stuff,
Get some sick mounts.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
totally.
Don, you hyped?
I am hyped, Huber, and I think visually, honestly, with the more they've shown, it's been a little bit more impressive visually.
Nice.
They've shown a little bit more, and I think it's going to be a really fun gameplay loop to just get involved in, and the world, is there. I think it'll be a nice little. Well, gosh, I guess they delayed part 3, didn't they?
2025.
Little thing to hold you over.
This will hold us over until 2025.
Play slow.
Do you think Jake, Natiri, neither or both will have a cameo appearance?
I would think both. I would say they have
think
to get
both?
both of them in. I think they have to find a way
Okay.
to get them both in.
I
But
really
you think
hope
so?
Natiri shows
Yeah,
up like
Natiri would be
badly.
cool.
Wait, isn't this before the first movie?
This is the
This
beginning.
is before the second one, I believe. right?
Yeah, it's right around the 2. There's like a time jump in there, and then you like wake up and it's like Avatar 2 times or something, like a little before, I think.
The flying mount stuff looks to me very fun. I
Yeah.
think that's key, super important.
Yeah.
Just the physics of flying around and the fun of that, the speed, the sense of speed and everything, and the verticality of that.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm really curious about. If they
Excellent.
can make like the level design really cool, like really fun around that, like
Yeah.
going up and down, like big stuff for bases and
Totally.
stuff like that. I hope so.
I remember them saying too about like crafting and stuff that they were focusing on quality over quantity, so like less crafting materials, but they matter more.
Got it.
Like Ubisoft, I'll believe it when I see it. But with Avatar, that is important. I like an Avatar game where you're just like going around like collecting shit and like
Yes,
you know, that's
yes.
like I need that to be like impactful. You know,
Right.
if I'm like a Navi making something, like I want that to be meaningful, not like, okay, craft this +2 to attack. Like, no. So I just want that stuff minimal and streamlined. That's my hope.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then last one we got, I'm sure they're going to announce more games for December, but right now, December 7th, Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. So this is actual, I forget where I saw it, but I thought at one point they were saying that like this is the first like actual CRPG in the Warhammer universe.
Whoa.
Which
Oh, see tactical. Oh.
so I don't know about that like 100%. Like that's a heck of a claim when there's like 400 Warhammer
Yeah.
games out there. But yeah, so it's looking kind of interesting. You're gonna go around. You're a rogue trader tasked with expanding the borders of the Imperium, and then you'll be traveling around to various worlds. You've got a ship that you command. You've got this whole party you've got going on, and there's a co-op multiplayer
Nice.
in
Oh,
there
cool.
as well. So similar to Baldur's Gate, I'm sure.
Will there be a Henry Cavill skin?
Not yet.
I don't know. I do not
yeah.
know. Wait, they have they say romantic preferences on each of the character profiles
Probably,
too.
yeah.
I love how she just like on one shot she pulls out this huge heavy looking gun, and the next she just did some weird like
Mind blast.
eye beam out of everybody.
Look at this Brandon Jones character.
Yeah, that's such a Jones character. Wow. I'm Marcus Kresnick.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so probably one of the lower budget Warhammers, but
Cool, huh?
could be cool. Yeah. All right, that's it
Oh my God.
for our full game preview. Now,
Well
we've got
done,
the
bud.
August sales report
Yes.
Sweet.
Sales, baby.
from Matt Piscatella at Circana. We'll go over some highlights before we get to the top 20. Year to date, consumer spending across video game products was 2% higher than a year ago at $34.9 billion year to date so far.
Wow.
Video game hardware spending fell 13% this month compared to a year ago to $328 million. PS5 dollar sales fell by a single-digit percentage, while Switch and Xbox declined by double-digit percentages. PlayStation 5 was the best-selling hardware platform in both unit and dollar sales during August, with Xbox taking second place. So Switch is below that now. Accessory spending in August grew by 12% to $159 million. 7 of the top 8 best-selling accessories of August in dollar sales were PlayStation DualSense controllers.
Damn.
Damn.
With PSVR
Because they
2,
break, dude. People need new ones.
PSVR 2 ranks as the only non-DualSense gamepad appearing among the top 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
PSVR 2. Wow.
Jeez.
The release of Baldur's Gate 3 helped drive 132% growth in digital premium download spending
Wow.
in PC, cloud, and non-console VR contents. Digital sales of Baldur's Gate 3, though, are not reflected in the sales chart because publisher Larian Studios is not a panel member.
Oh, okay. So
So-
we won't know.
Interesting little bit there. So we don't get to see where Baldur's Gate fits in the puzzle.
Damn.
Definitely
Could they
a bummer.
just self-release their sales data?
I mean, everyone does, so they probably will. But yeah, it just won't chart with the dollar sales.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So August, we got our top 20 here.
Mario Kart 8.
We've got 2 new ones. Mario Kart 8 is at number 10. Went up a
Minecraft.
little bit. Minecraft is
It's
at
so
9,
funny,
right
this-
above it.
You know what this reminds me of? Holy shit. Every single one of these reminds me of Final Wheel of Fortune round. A-E-I-O-U.
Yeah.
All right? You're like, all
Yeah.
the vowels? Okay.
Right.
Mario Kart, Minecraft.
But Huber, along with that, you should know what's number 1 in August.
Should I?
You should, because it has been the 24th consecutive year that it's been number 1 during its release.
Oh, it's like a sports game, right?
Huber.
August.
Guess. Just guess. Guess sports.
Oh, MLB The Show?
No,
That's way early.
what?
Oh, it's Madden. It's
Yeah,
Madden.
it's Madden.
August. It's Madden.
Yeah.
It's August. Jeez.
Instantly becoming the 6th best-selling game of the year.
Wow.
That complaints about that game left and right.
Oh my God.
No one
Still
cares.
sells.
Sell.
No
They
one
don't care. They don't
cares.
care.
No one cares.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Also, along with that, launch month dollar sales of Madden grew by a double-digit percentage compared to a year ago.
Who was on the cover? That's
Printing money.
Blood. It came out pretty late in August. But what about Armored Core?
Armored Core is number 2.
Yes. Oh my.
Nice.
Wow.
yeah.
That's very nice.
That Elden Ring hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder what the I haven't looked, but I wonder what the completed
Oh, the
trophy
percentage.
percentages. I bet it's so
hard because
low.
there's multiple endings.
Because Lies of P, like
Also
a
multiple
couple
endings.
days ago, was only like 3% on like the main one. It was like, oh shit.
I mean, a lot of games have pretty low completion
Yeah,
percentages, though.
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like 20 is insane.
So those are our only new ones.
Mhm.
We've
All
got
right.
one hanging out from last month that was surprising
Diablo?
last month.
Oh.
It might be surprising again.
Resident Evil
So
4.
from July.
Resident Evil 4, I don't think it's on there at all.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
We've gone over that.
We're trying to figure out what he's talking about.
A game from July. Because this is August.
It's hanging on.
Pikmin?
Hang on.
Pikmin 4 is down at 11.
Well, I know. I mean, is it a game that only charted in July, or it's been on it before July?
Well,
Hogwarts
it-
Legacy is on
it-
this list.
Hand.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's at 5.
Hand. What were you saying?
Well, it debuted. It debuted last month.
Oh, so it wouldn't be it. Okay.
Final Fantasy 16.
No,
That
that's
was
on there at
June.
16. It dropped all the way to 16.
Final Fantasy 16 is at 17.
Oh, 17. Sorry.
Yeah.
Even worse.
No, third place is Remnant 2.
Oh,
Still hanging in
yeah.
strong.
Wow.
Look at that. Third
Wow.
place
Feel good
is
hit.
pretty
Feel good
good.
Diablo is at 7th.
Nice.
You'd asked about that one.
All right, let's get the other ones out of the way. Let's get Elden Ring out of the way.
Elden Ring is at 14.
All right, let's get
Wow.
Harry Potter out of the way.
We did.
Yeah, it's at 5.
Okay.
Some
you said Mario
NBA
Kart.
game, NBA.
NBA 2K.
I think NBA came out just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's in there yet.
Where's Tears of the Kingdom?
6th place.
Is the show still on there?
Show's at 8th place.
Did Pikmin 4 hold on or no?
Yeah, that's
That was
11th.
11.
Okay.
But there's one that came back.
Came back. Oh, Cyberpunk? Or maybe that was more
Great
recent.
call, Cyberpunk.
Maybe next month.
Huber should know.
Oh, you should know.
I should know.
You should
Oh,
know.
Last of Us.
No, you're very close.
Oh.
You're very close to the reasoning and everything.
Yeah. Not Twisted Metal. Some like show.
Getting closer.
Gran Turismo.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's
Dude,
that?
Pop back up into 18th place from
Wow.
35.
Dude. I saw the movie, loved it, and then I immediately was like, Brad, can I borrow that again? Because he let me borrow it like a while ago. I like had to play Gran Turismo after seeing that movie. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Sick.
Yeah, I think you've hit most of the list so far, so
Yeah.
I'll go through it.
Nail it.
20th, Rainbow Six Siege
Whoa.
popped back up in there.
Could have been a sale or something.
Not sure what's going on with that, but it wasn't far down below. It was 21st last month.
Wow.
19th, Miles Morales.
Yeah.
18th is Gran Turismo. 17th is Final Fantasy. 16th, another big jump, God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
15th is FIFA. 14th is Elden Ring. 13th is Street Fighter 6. 12th is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. 11 is Pikmin. 10th is Mario Kart. 9th is Minecraft. 8 is MLB. 7 is Diablo. 6 is Zelda. 5 is Hogwarts. 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. 3 is Remnant 2. 2 is Armored Core. And 1, as we said, is Madden.
Well done, Armored Core.
Yeah.
That came out late in the month, too.
Sick.
Also this week, all of our headlines are here this time.
Yeah.
We'll try not to go on too long about them, but there's some crazy ones. Jim Ryan announced his retirement. After 30 years, he will be leaving PlayStation in April. Hiroki Totoki, CEO and CFO, will take over temporarily while they search for who the new CEO will be.
End of an era, man. End of an
Yeah.
era.
So like all the discussions about whether or not he was kind of nudged to leave or he's leaving of his own accord.
Why would he be nudged to leave?
I
I
mean,
feel like the optics on him were not like no one connected with Jim Ryan
Yeah.
at all. I
But
feel
PlayStation's like doing better than ever.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
like been like
ever.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. That's why I'm asking. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
why am I
wonder.
seeing people say like, oh well, it was.
I
Like,
think it's the way that like
yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
it was reported to start because before the press release came out, it was
does
like,
seem sudden.
Oh, Jim Ryan's stepping down
Yeah,
as
it
if
feels
something went
sudden.
wrong.
Oh yeah. I saw like.
But if it was sudden, it wouldn't happen.
Some of the discussions
Yeah,
about like
exactly.
the Activision stuff, like his handling of like.
Oh,
all this,
right.
Yeah.
What?
It's like I was like I don't understand.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
Yeah, I don't make. It doesn't make
Yeah,
any
that's
sense.
that sounds silly
Yeah,
to me.
it's really like you've been at they've been at the company for 30 years.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
and like when you're at CEO, I mean, obviously you can go to a different position, but like there's nowhere up at CEO
Right.
in
Yeah.
the company. So it's like you've been there a long time. There's no upward mobility at that point. I mean,
Yeah.
like you're oh, weren't someone was saying
he was
wasn't
he
in
said he
Europe?
was getting burned out.
Yeah,
too.
wasn't he in Europe and having to travel to America or something?
He was
for
traveling
this?
a lot.
Yeah, well,
They-
because the position was
But he was from Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
but the position was in like North America, right? For this or something? Or
I don't know. Well, he
Well,
probably
their
comes
main
here all the
headquarters
time.
is in
But if he was having
California,
to
yeah.
travel so much, like that's gonna be insane.
I mean, he
especially
has
if you-
plans to go to Japan too.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
insane. Like that's.
I think
like,
that's what he did say that. I
Yeah,
think.
like that's burnout.
I think
like
he's
that's
just burnt
insane.
out. He's been doing it
yeah.
for 30 years. Guy's got enough money to be totally fine. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it just seems like it was this
Yeah.
time, man. You'd been working there for so long. Like,
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
everyone's favorite executive. It's like, I totally
yeah,
get
maybe
that.
relatably. Like,
Sure, yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what I, like, always saw. Is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he just doesn't have, like,
Yeah.
fans don't relate to him as much as maybe, like, a Phil
Phil
Spencer,
Spencer.
or Reggie before. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Doug
to
Bowser
be
or
fair, like,
Iwata.
Doug
Yeah.
Bowser is just like, whatever kind of thing.
I'm
too.
kind of in the same boat. Like,
Yeah.
Doug Bowser is kind of just, like, he does do
it's
public
like,
stuff,
yeah.
but, like, he doesn't seem...
I don't feel like Doug Bowser turns people off, though.
No, he
No.
doesn't. Yeah,
I think
Brian
he's
definitely
just
turned
like
people off.
very vanilla. It's like he doesn't like come off anything other than like a business person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's what you expect.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I mean, I'm excited to see whatever this new person does for PlayStation. Like, it's been Jim Ryan for a while,
Yeah.
so I'm curious to see what it'll be.
Yeah,
like
you
now.
said they're gonna have a search. It'll be interesting if they like just want them to be interim, or if they end up deciding to stay with them, maybe because you know
if it goes well.
who knows.
What's Cerny up to these days?
Oh, here we
He's
go.
like, he does like
Cerny.
all the architecture stuff and stuff.
Yeah, he's on the hardware.
Yeah, he's a
Design.
total like brain man. He's
So you
super
just like
smart.
plugging away on
He's
PS5
probably make-
Pro
Yeah,
or
and 6.
something.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
6, yeah.
He designs like all those are heavily involved.
Yeah.
You don't
They
need
could-
Mark Cerny is like that position. He would
No,
like
no,
green light
no.
knack
I was
in
just
a
wondering.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm curious whether they
best.
go with anyone that
Comes
will be in,
preloaded, bro.
I'm curious whether they go with anyone we would know as a name, or
Yeah,
if it will
that's
be,
true.
like the CEO, who's like, okay, I don't know that guy.
Make Phil Spencer an offer.
That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like when Nintendo brought in Reggie
Exactly.
completely from outside.
Yeah, from Pizza Hut.
Who was the guy
time.
that worked at PlayStation, then Xbox, then Stadia? I forgot his name. The bald guy.
Oh, Phil Harrison?
Yeah, that guy was a free agent, dude.
I would not probably with their track
No,
record.
don't. Don't. I'm saying don't bring him back.
Didn't he end up at Stadia too, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
that was their last thing.
Yeah,
I
it did
think.
not go well.
GTA tattoo. No, who was
Different
that?
guy.
Who was that?
That was
Oh.
Peter.
Peter Moore.
Yeah,
Peter
Peter
Moore.
Moore. Yeah,
God, I love that. Peter Moore.
He was at
GTA
EA
tattoo,
for a while.
dude.
But yeah,
Those days.
super interesting story, Blood, to just see this kind of out of nowhere kind
Yeah,
of thing. I mean,
yeah.
obviously he's
Yeah.
going to be there till April, so he's still got several months to go, but just surprising.
Yeah.
I agree.
I guess he's going out on top, kind of like how Sean Layden did at the same
Right.
time, so.
And then more suddenly, Hideki Kamiya is leaving Platinum
Yeah.
Games effective
Yeah.
October
Capcom,
12th.
baby.
Quote, this came after a lot of consideration based on my own beliefs and was by no means an easy decision to make. However, I feel this outcome is for the best. I will continue to create in my Hideki Kamiya way. I hope you'll keep your eyes peeled.
I will keep him
So
peeled. The man
is-
made my favorite game ever
Yeah.
made, so my eyes are wide open.
Wait,
Which game?
Kamiya made?
RE2.
Oh.
Yeah, so very interesting.
very
Is
interesting.
this like,
Head of the company, face of the company.
yeah.
Makes you wonder if he's going to start another studio. Is he going to join up with somebody where he doesn't have to run the whole freaking business side of things, where he got maybe sick of that?
Yeah, who
And to
knows?
keep all the money flowing? Because it wasn't like
Him and Akumi
just
Nakamura
like a-
together would be some real chaotic
right.
energy.
But
that
it
I'm
wasn't
here
just
for.
like 8 months or a year ago where they were like talking about like we're going to blow up Platinum staff to be like 1,000
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mega developer.
That, yeah, I feel like maybe there can be something behind that. That Platinum was kind of like also shifting to be a bigger publisher.
Yeah.
Also, they were pretty
Well, the publisher at all.
Yeah, and pushing for like more games as a service projects as well, which seemed to not be
did not work out.
in Kamiya's wheelhouse, honestly.
Right.
So maybe he just wants something like, a little bit different. And but he sees for the best thing for Platinum going forward is that path. They are growing, they are on that trajectory. It's kind of like futile to fight change there, like do what's best. But yeah, as you said, like maybe he's just like hungry to keep making games, and there's just a better venue for him to do it, whether it's independent or teaming up with I mean, even if he's independent, he can still team up with people. We could still get that Capcom Dream team up again.
Go over to Nagoshi Studio.
That oh my god, that energy.
Be good. Eagerly awaiting this news. Yeah, where he goes.
They could like get Harada to join them, be like the bad boys of gaming. Man, just imagine their videos, dude. Like most badass videos. Oh my god, that'd be great.
It's like Cobra Kai vibes, dude.
Yeah. He's like, quiet.
So good.
Oh man. Be good.
Epic Games, makers of Fortnite and Unreal Engine, are laying off more than 800 people.
Yeah.
This includes a lot of good folks over at Mediatonic who were bought after the breakout success of Fall Guys.
This is screwed.
Bandcamp is also getting sold off after being purchased just a year ago. And yeah, it just feels like another case where people doing good work are getting punished.
Yeah, what the fuck?
For
What
the
the
accuracy.
fu- Seriously.
Yeah.
Fall Guys is like one of the best new IPs of the last many years. That game is incredible. Big hit all around. Fortnite prints money. What is going on here?
Yeah. Well, they said that the money from because it's like the growth is in like the character, like the community created stuff, and so they don't have as much of a margin on that. And basically, he said that they have been spending more money than they earn, quote, for a while now.
Oh, really, Tim? Lies of T now.
So
Gets
because
shipped to
they're
Tim.
mismanaged, they have to lay
they're
everyone-
punishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
that's usually how it goes.
because they're a private company. They don't
bullshit.
they don't even have to answer to shareholders. They only have to answer to investors because they're a private company. But yeah, mismanagement of Tim, like rightfully so, to go off on this guy because
horrible.
getting into a pissing match with Apple. Getting
Yep.
Fortnite
Right.
taken off the App Store, like the fines they're having to pay for their predatory shit. It's like this is completely self-inflicted by upper management,
And the workers pay
are
the
paying
price.
for this. And it's like with Fall Guys, super successful game,
Yeah.
and now they have the IP. And like
Household name now.
I get that. It sounds like from what I read, there's they are a big team. Some of them are working on Fortnite support, and some of them were working just on Fall Guys support. But it sounds like a lot of the people being laid off from them are from the Fall Guys support team. So it's like original creators, original
Right.
artists, and like writers. Like they're
It's
gone.
so
And it's like, what are you even doing with that, Dan? Why do you even
Yeah.
have that if you're not gonna have like the original people working on it, like the core team? And like it sucks for everyone. And it's just like, what the hell, man? Like. You're laying off 16%, was it?
Yeah.
900,
Insane,
like
dude, that is a
something's
big
wrong
number.
there. Like even like
There's something
even the
wrong
layoffs
there.
earlier this year in the tech industries were like not like percentage wise. I feel like weren't this big.
That
Like
is so
maybe raw
many
number
people.
wise they were bigger, but like that is it's almost 20% of your company, man. 1/5 of your company. Like what did you do? What are you doing, bud?
Yeah. Well, and it's also, another one of the concerns is aside from, acquired companies like Mediatonic, it's like where they are in North Carolina, it's not like there's a lot of jobs. A lot of people have moved out there to work at Epic, and like we haven't heard from any of our friends from GT yet, but like I'm worried.
Yeah.
Like I'm worried about like what they might be going through right now and having to deal with.
Yeah, the one good thing the company is doing is they're not completely kicking them to the curb with like nothing.
Yeah, they have
they're giving
6
them like
months
6
and
months
all that,
severance and medical insurance during that period. So it's like you could have got cut with like 2 weeks or something like
Yeah.
crappy. So it's like that's like that's
something.
that's
That's
something, but it's also like still like
Yeah.
they really need to lay off this many people. I mean, and here we go, Huber. Here's your rant time. What else did they do this week? Raise V-Buck prices.
Just like cutting it, dude. Yeah, just that entire combination of like, we fucked up, so we're gonna fire everyone and raise the prices on this thing. It's like, yeah, it's unacceptable. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially again because buying those companies, buying Mediatonic, buying Bandcamp, they were independent before that, and they're like, oh, sorry, we shouldn't have bought you.
It's like such a bad. And also like for Fall Guys too.
It's like one of the biggest success stories.
I mean, it's still gonna keep going, but yeah.
Yeah, but like Fall Guys, like it feels like awkward now because who's like getting like the support for that, is it like, do you keep playing it? Like, are there still people there, or is it?
Yeah.
like,
They didn't lay off the whole team.
Yeah,
but
like it always gets weird with that. But also like they're just like on the cusp of the 14 collaboration, where like Square Enix is literally making Fall Guys stages in their game
Right.
that hasn't come out yet, and they're probably seeing this news like, oh great, like is our fan base now going to see this and be like, oh, like Epic sucks, and like they did Fall Guys dirty, so it's like
I don't think people are going to care about that at all.
Yeah.
I hope it's like good, but
when
like,
it comes out, people will just play it. They
yeah,
don't
that's
care.
probably true. Some people sadly were just like, this won't really register for more than like a day or a week, and they'll just like move on and be like, sure, like
that's what always
they don't
happens.
really think too much about
Yeah.
the people affected behind the scenes. Yeah,
Yeah, it happens all the time.
but like,
Yeah, it sucks
this-
ass.
Also, just like I know it should be obvious, but like just the scope and size of Epic. Like
Right.
how many divisions they have, like how many things they're working on. It's like insane.
Yeah, companies often get way too big.
Yeah.
And they just let people go.
Yeah, we talked about
Embracer, obviously, just happened
Yeah.
recently. It's like,
Still happening.
still
We'll get
happening.
more.
Yeah, it's still
Embracer's thing feels like yes, they we can say they get, their eyes got too big, but at the same time like they lost out on something they were counting on, and now everyone's paying the price for it. So that definitely needs like more like analysis and like post-mortem looking at that, saying like where things went wrong. This with Epic feels like it's another also a little bit maybe a byproduct of like everyone going on the tech companies going on the hiring spree during the pandemic, and they didn't have the foresight to see this type of growth is not going to last forever. As things start to try to get back to some normalcy, like people won't have as much free time to do this stuff, or they won't be as home as much and have access to this, so this isn't going to keep going. We saw it with like like Zoom. Like it was like, did you guys not know things were gonna like go change a little bit? You're never gonna keep that up, and yeah, it just sucks that no one had like the foresight. I mean.
Right.
When what were we talking about on the street? Like the Arizona tea guy saying like the price of this will like stay
Gabby
for
was
like
saying
good
that.
good like executives and owners, like Nintendo stories of like Iwata taking pay cuts, like we'll do everything possible before having to let go employees, and it's like that's like the exception to the rule, not like the norm in this industry. Like you never hear of like another CEO at a game company taking like pay cuts like that just to try and keep their workforce intact. It's kind of sad.
It is really sad. Probably look at some of these Epic guys' yearly salaries.
Yeah.
Probably make your head
Exactly.
spin.
Yeah. Alongside of that, Sega has taken a hard look at multiplayer shooter Hyenas from Creative Assembly and decided to cancel.
Yeah.
They've confirmed there may be some layoffs as a result, but they haven't nailed that down yet. There's also, with that restructuring, there's some other unannounced games that Sega's canceled as well, but it isn't clear which studios were working on those.
Oh, really?
Not the super game.
Maybe. Who knows? Don't know. Counter-Strike 2 is out.
So
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
As a
Like, just
free
randomly.
time.
Counter-Strike
Yeah.
Go.
Crazy. Dude, it had like almost 2 million concurrent players or
Yeah.
something insane on Steam. Just insane, dude.
I feel like that's such an evergreen game though. That like did
Counter-Strike?
It
Yeah.
does not matter
Stream this
when.
week. I'll
Does
be
not
playing this
matter.
week.
Oh, it doesn't
They could have
matter,
done it on
yeah.
October 20th.
Exactly.
And, like,
It does
would've
not
been
matter,
fine.
yeah.
Sunday
Counter-Strike-
afternoon or something, dude. I'll stream that shit. Get ready.
Yeah, Counter-Strike
Play a few rounds.
just will continue to exist and thrive.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry is getting a Netflix anime.
Yeah, we knew about this for a while, but now we
Narration
finally
card,
saw
yeah.
something on it, at least a teaser.
Saw Dante and some music.
Yeah, just-
right?
Is it
Briefly.
is it an original or is it like an adaptation of one of the
I
games?
don't know.
It didn't it looked like Dante, but like it didn't look like any existing Dante in my opinion. I saw like. Well, I was trying to like read a little bit on social media. People are saying it's like based on like DMC, like, and I was like, wait, the DMC, not like Devil May Cry. And I
Ninja
was like,
Theory's
Oh,
DMC?
it's not.
and I was like,
No.
no, it's
There's
not.
no
I'm like,
way
where,
it
I was like,
is.
where are people getting this from?
There's
I was like,
no way.
And like I was like the music. I'm like, it's
Nuts?
rock music. Like, what do you expect
Yeah,
from
it's
Devil May
Devil May
Cry?
Cry.
It's Devil May Cry. Like what? So I don't know how you get that from 30 seconds of a
Yeah,
trailer, man, with Dante just like
it's
showing
not.
up. It's like
It's not
what?
that
I have no
Dante.
idea, man. It looks fine for a teaser. You know,
Yeah.
just need to see more.
Cool.
Horizon Forbidden West is the next PlayStation game announced for PC, coming early next year.
Probably a good idea. I think
Showcase.
Nixies is doing that also.
Resident Evil 4 on iPhone costs $60.
Hey, when
Yeah.
I get that new iPhone, you get me a code, Blood. We can take a look at it. We'll see if it like looks as good as they say it looks.
Apple codes are kind of a mess, but sure, we can see.
Real quick, Netflix. Do you have the Tomb Raider anime on there or no?
I didn't. I knew there was a
Onimusha?
ton of them.
Oh, okay.
We talked about Onimusha like a
Yeah,
couple
you weren't
last
here
year out.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Tomb Raider was the other one they showed a teaser for
Yeah.
as well. Damn, the Netflix going in on the video game adaptations,
Yeah.
man.
Castlevania's out tonight, baby.
That's already out.
Watching that. Yeah. Well, it's out for me to watch tonight.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I didn't watch it either. Yeah, like eight episodes, dude. Good. Yeah.
World of Warcraft's Chris Metzen has been promoted to be the executive creative director of the entire Warcraft universe.
Yeah.
There's some good news.
That's good news, yeah. We'll see you at
Teasing
BlizzCon.
more news on what the team has been working on at BlizzCon.
Okay.
Blood, that feels like a huge win
That
for
is
the
like
Warcraft IP.
I haven't heard of a Blizzard win in 10 years.
10 years.
Wow.
All right.
That is a win.
That's a big win. Even when
Wow.
Mike's
87 years.
excited about
Yeah.
that's a big win.
That's good news.
People look to Metzen for
Quick
Warcraft.
thing.
Yeah.
Would they ever do, or have they already done, like, you know how 14's doing graphical updates and stuff?
They kind of tweak stuff.
Does
for
WoW
every
do
now and
anything
then.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They've tweaked stuff over
Okay.
time.
Yeah. SAG-AFTRA has approved a video game strike if the current round of negotiations falls short.
Interesting, yeah.
So see if that happens soon.
Just add another, if that goes down, add another 6 months to whatever Naughty Dog game. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right. Well, Naughty Dog might. Well, actually, no, they are, aren't they? That's the thing with the video game one is like it's a very specific set of studios that are in the group. But I think Naughty Dog might be in there. I don't know for sure. Activision confirmed this week Sekiro has sold 10 million copies.
Almost one of the greats. Almost. Shame on you, everyone in this room.
Wait, why me?
Shame on you.
I'd probably give it 3.
Okay, not shame on you.
Sekiro, dude. Sekiro is one of my favorite games ever made.
It's time for Love and Respect. Yep.
Love and
Love
respect.
Rufus just had enough.
Okay. It still works. It just,
Oh,
who knows?
Rufus is quitting.
Who knows?
Wow.
Rufus is getting tired.
Rufus heard the epic.
Rufus is on strike.
Yes.
Yay! Strike on easy allies.
From Steve G. Hello, allies. I write to you in defense of Starfield.
Please do.
Which
Yo, I started Starfield like on the side, dude. The game's sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which I feel has gotten a bit of an unfair shake due to our current cataclysmic wave of
Yeah,
content.
dude, the game's cool.
Don't get me wrong, the game has many flaws,
Many
that have
flaws.
rightly been pointed out by critics and fans alike.
Oh, yeah.
But Starfield is a slow burn.
Yeah.
A game that requires patience and does not hold your hand.
That's my vibes.
It takes hours to get good, feels like an impossible pill to swallow when there's seemingly endless other games to play, but the notion that there isn't room for a game that rewards you for sticking with it is one I must resist. It may have nary a system or mechanic that compares favorably to the best of its peers, but once you truly dig in, I believe few of them can compare to the total package. Its combat feels great, a first for Bethesda. Its economy is complex but balanced. Its shipbuilder is unique and engaging, and choice and consequence role-playing are fantastic here as well. I liken it to an MMO where major mechanics are locked behind skill trees and you continue to meaningfully progress for dozens or even hundreds of hours. As more people really sink their time into it, I'm hoping it remains in the conversation and is remembered more fondly than its initial reception would have you think. So I ask you this. While it is exciting to be a gamer, when we have so many great options, have we lost something as well?
Or were they saying we didn't give it a fair shake?
I think there's just
Oh,
in general.
I think people have given it a fair shake. Absolutely. I think more than ever because it's on Game Pass, so more people have had a chance to play it. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it has a slow start, but it's like, I don't know what to tell you if people play. Like, I've played like 9 hours of this game, and it's not like hooking me in yet. It's like, I'm going to keep playing it, but like, I don't know what do I need to play 20 hours or something for it to get good?
I feel like it was
Or
definitely.
really good?
I feel like it was definitely the most like ground zero console war game of the year.
Because it is, yeah, it's a console war game.
By
Yeah.
far, this game.
Do
got
you
a lot of
remember
heat.
The Last of Us Part 2? Because I sure do.
Same shit. Same shit. Totally. Totally. So I think that's where a lot of
Yeah.
the noise is coming
And
from.
dude, I'm telling you, man, from people who played Baldur's Gate to playing this game, it's like pretty crazy how
Right.
night and day the stuff is.
Well, even
they're very
Cyberpunk, yeah.
in Cyberpunk, they're very different games in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, but there are some similarities there. Where I played Starfield and I was like, whoa, this feels old in some ways. Now I have not played 20 hours of this game yet, so I have no idea. I have a lot to do in it, but like even they're saying there's many faults to it, so like I don't know.
Yeah.
And people like the game. It's like you like the game, so like I don't know.
Right.
What do you expect? Kind of.
Yeah.
I really like what I played because
Yeah.
it's like so. It's just like
You said you're beelining it though, just main quest.
Yeah, it's really nice because I'm a completionist, so I like usually 100% everything I play. But because I have no investment in the game already, and just something about like I'm enjoying just like not doing everything in this game,
Right.
just like following my path, my
Yeah.
RP.
I think that's important.
Because like, yo, I got shit to do, doing it. I'm cool with that. But I will say, like, I really like Starfield because I'm pretty early on still. But I will say that it did feel old a little bit when I played it. So, for the big, I think the expectations of like the big Xbox exclusive, the big like triple A, fucking quadruple A probably for this game's budget. Like, I will say with those expectations, it feels kind of old.
Listen,
But I really like it.
yeah, I'll compare this to like what Horizon has had to deal with, coming up against Breath of the Wild, then Elden Ring, where it just kind of gets overshadowed by some of these other games. Great game,
Yeah.
really good game, but some of the competition's going
Right.
up at the same
That's a
time.
great comparison.
It's
dude.
pretty rough.
Horizon does get, kind of like just like,
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
Side. Yeah, kind of kicked to the side. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, your game's great, but like
It
these
gets
other
kicked to the
ones-
side, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great comparison.
From Brandon K. Gann. Hello, everyone. With the recent launch of Mortal Kombat 1 and now Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty this week, it has me thinking about how both games cast famous actors. But one, Cyberpunk, has been met with praise, while the other, Mortal Kombat, has been met with criticism. So I want to ask you, what is your stance on high-profile celebrities being cast in games and their implementation?
Dude.
Can you think of any other notable examples you feel were done quite well and terribly respectively? Personally, I'm indifferent on the practice, though I will admit when those not normally associated with games pop up, they stick out more because, while there are exceptions, their performances feel more stilted and stiff.
Well, I was
Go
going to say, Mortal Kombat, what's her name?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is absolutely terrible from what I've heard of it.
Terrible.
Like, absolutely terrible.
And she's like, it's weird too because she's like, not a spoiler. She's like hardly in the campaign at all.
Right.
She has so few lines. So
Yeah.
it's like weird that they got her for like this tiny, tiny part. It's like minuscule. So it is like, it makes it even more out
Yeah.
of place when it happens.
And how they
And
use Eldris and like Cyberpunk is like you get so much time with this character and you get to know him and he acts really good. Like he's a good actor in it, so
Yeah.
you just get a lot more from that.
Did you see Ed Boon's full quote?
No.
That
No.
his dream would be that every character is a famous actor.
Oh,
Mortal
interesting.
Kombat. That was his dream. He wanted every single character in Mortal Kombat to be a famous.
I don't know if it's worked out
Yeah.
necessarily. Cause
I'm glad it's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it's not. But that was Ed Boon's dream. I'm
Yeah.
not even kidding.
How is the Jean-Claude thing?
It's just
yeah.
a skin.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a skin? Oh,
There's no
okay.
voice or anything?
I think
He has a
maybe he
few
has. Yeah,
lines.
he has like the
Okay, I
when the
thought there
fight
was.
starts.
Yeah.
When the fight starts, it's like the one or the
But
couple
Johnny
lines.
Cage in the game, like the campaign's not him?
No. it's
Right.
not.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to like change the skin, and then it's just like
Yeah.
a couple lines.
In terms of actors, I guess it could be pretty jarring sometimes. To me, it's a case-by-case basis and how well it works.
Yeah.
I really like Darren Barnett in Immortals of Avium.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
the,
right, the main character?
I like that kid.
The crime boss, Rocky City, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
It's got everybody in it, and like Danny Trejo and everything.
Totally.
I think Danny Trejo's in something else. It was just
Shout out to
announced,
Eliza
too.
Dushku in Wet.
Oh,
Right.
wow, yeah.
Fucking sick.
But I feel like with Idris and Keanu and Cyberpunk, like obviously they put a lot of other random people in there too.
Right.
But it feels like they didn't want them to just be like a name on a poster. They really wanted them to be this
The actor.
character.
They're the
and- Yeah, yeah.
actors.
And they
World
really
class.
Yeah,
Idris
yeah.
Elba's world class. One of the best actors there ever was.
Keanu's Keanu, but
Keanu is a fucking
Silverhand
legend. Yeah.
works well with him,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing through, I'm like, dude, I fucking love Silverhand when I was playing through it recently.
Suck a scum.
Yeah, he's so good.
And you saw they brought like Idris was like at the launch party. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Shout out to Keeley in Death Stranding.
It's just his face though, and like Conan O'Brien's in it too.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's right.
That is funny.
Scan their faces and then
Yeah.
had some other random actor just
Yeah,
talk.
dude, Death Stranding 2 is gonna have a lot of weird people.
Yeah, they got
It's gonna have a lot of weird people in it.
He's already like showing the new actors, right? Death Stranding 2.
Have they?
Yeah, the
Yeah, they've shown a couple.
Elle Fanning, Dakota Fanning.
Oh,
as
like
sister.
the main.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm talking about the like.
Yeah, the
They do
hologram.
some-
Oh
we
no,
just
but
talked
like
about the
even like
hologram, yeah.
Kojima is like getting like
Yeah.
because we don't think probably Norman Reedus is gonna be in the whole game or something like that. Yeah.
Dude, is Phil Spencer gonna be in Death Stranding?
Dude, you should have a cameo, dude.
That'd be
Yeah, I
so
feel like
sick.
Death Stranding is like right there on that line. Like it's doing both.
Yeah.
Like it's
it
got
is.
the strange, uncanny thing, and then it's got the people that are like super committed, you know, and like some of those actors, like legit, I had not been aware of before Death Stranding.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh, okay, there's that guy, and that girl, and yeah.
Shout out to Lance Reddick in Horizon.
yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
talk about celebrity casting? That is peak right there. That is
That's good.
top.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Dude.
Aloy.
Yeah.
Rip, dude.
Let's play a game.
Whoa.
Jiggy Digs. Greetings, allies. Recently inspired by the Jackbox game Role Models,
Oh no.
I thought it would be fun to create a video game version. If you're not familiar with Role Models, players will be given a group of characters, and the players will assign each character to whom they think is the best match. So I will give the panel a group of characters from various video game IPs, and it's up to you to assign somebody. So each person on the panel will be a character.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to like sort it out who's going to be who.
Sort it out.
Hey, that's my bit.
Yeah, so we don't have to do. He put a lot of options in here. We don't have to do all the different groups. So I'll start with a group, and we say whether we do it or skip it. First off, Mario.
Dawn.
No, I mean the group.
Let's do the- let's do the- let's do
Yeah,
the-
let's start with Mario.
Let's do more.
So we've got Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, and Wario.
Isla's Peach.
Or we're just talking about the people in the room because there's only 5.
Oh, okay.
Luigi, dude. I am the younger brother in my family.
Brad is Luigi.
And I'm taller
Bowser.
than my brother.
You're Damiani's Wario because he
I'll
likes
be
to
Wario.
troll.
Bowser.
Yeah.
Which leaves Peach and Mario for Blood and Dawn. Right?
Yeah, Heber's Bowser.
Yeah.
Just taking it.
Yep, without question.
Unquestionable.
Wearing the damn shirt today.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Multiple Bowser shirts this week. Yeah.
Don, will you rescue me?
Yes.
Okay.
We got
There we
it.
go.
Nice.
All right. Resident Evil.
Oh, here we
Sick.
go.
Let's
I
do
have no
it.
idea who we all are, but
We got Leon.
That's Brad.
okay, that's Brad. Yeah. okay, that one was okay, and I know the other one.
We've got Claire.
Keep going.
Can we hear
We
the
got
rest?
Jill.
Okay.
We got Chris. And we've got Ethan.
Okay, Jill's gonna
Can I be
Hubert.
Ethan,
Dude,
please?
yeah,
Please.
Hubert
Okay.
wants to be
I wanna
this
be
so
Ethan.
bad.
All right, you'll be
Please.
Ethan.
Yes.
Who's the last? Oh,
We've got Claire, Jill, and Chris left.
I'm definitely not Chris.
I feel like Isla's Claire.
All right, let's not hear.
We're doing
Damn
who's
it.
here.
You can swap out Isla for me. That's okay.
No, Dawn has to be involved.
Dawn is Chris.
Dawn is Chris.
Yeah.
Don is Chris. Okay.
Yeah, Dawn is Chris.
Yep. Getting shit done.
So me and Damiani left.
Dawn likes to
Claire
get
and
shit
Jill.
done.
Claire and Jill. Dude, I'm gonna give Jill to Blood, dude.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I
Blood's
think
an
so.
OG.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Blood's
And
a
it's
Jill.
Claire.
Yep.
Nice. Final Fantasy 7.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Let's do
I
it.
hope it's like secondary characters.
We have Cloud,
Damn it.
Sephiroth,
Okay.
Tifa,
Okay.
Barrett, and Aerith.
I want to be Barrett.
Okay, it could be great.
Yes. My man.
Who do you want to be, Blood?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I would fit Aerith.
Okay.
Healer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
it.
Blood's Aerith.
I want Cloud or Sephiroth.
Uh,
One of those two
yeah,
bad
both.
boys.
Dude, Damiani
Both.
gets the
Yeah,
trolls, dude. Damiani gets Sephiroth.
Okay.
Damiani's trolling.
Oh, I'm Sephiroth. Okay. I don't think
Yeah,
I'm cool enough to be Sephiroth. Dawn's a Sephiroth.
Dawn is a Sephiroth.
Dawn is like, yeah. Don's a good
Don, you
Sephiroth.
could, or you could be
Dawn has
Tifa.
Dawn has the mysterious
I was gonna
Sephiroth
Tifa.
energy too,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, Don during
Dominic's
like the
got-
Hall of Greats
Definitely.
presentation. It's like,
Yeah.
do you dream of despair?
All right. So
There you go. So you got the laugh down.
Brad Cloud and Damiani Tifa.
Yeah. I like Damiani's Tifa, actually.
Do you dream of despair?
I feel like Damiani's got my back. That's what I feel about Tifa's got Cloud's back.
Hell yeah.
All right. Do we want to do Uncharted?
Oh, yeah, we
Hell
want
yeah.
Uncharted.
Okay.
Blood,
Gabby
we
has
wanna
to be-
get involved.
Gabby has to be involved in this one.
Yeah, you take,
Okay.
yeah, you take my place. This one, yeah.
It's gonna be Wraith.
We've got Nathan Drake, Victor Sullivan, Elena Fisher, Chloe Fraser, and Sam Drake.
Sam Drake, wow.
Well, Bloodworth is Sully.
Okay.
No, Bloodworth is big Elena energy.
It's who?
I think Blood's like big Elena energy. Keep us on track.
Dude,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
pretty good.
Keep us
dude.
on track.
You are right.
And then, yeah, I mean, Heber's got to be Nate then, right? Getting us into trouble.
Oh,
That's true. Can't help himself.
is Gabby Chloe or Sam? What do you say, Gabby?
I don't know. I like both of them,
Yeah.
but I prefer Sam, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick.
You have Chloe and Victor.
Sully? Dude, Dawn is Sully.
Dawn is Sully. Yeah.
Dawn is Sully.
Yeah.
He does smoke
yes,
cigars
yes,
all
yes,
the
yes,
Dawn
yes,
is
yes.
Sully.
Yes,
for
yes, yes.
sure.
Absolutely. All right.
Chloe, dude. Chloe Fraser.
All right. Round 5, Donkey Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We've got Donkey, Diddy, Dixie, King K. Rool,
I'm King
and
K. Rool.
Funky Kong.
Yeah.
I'm taking King K. Rool.
Dawn's funky.
Yeah.
Funky Kong.
Yeah.
You give me a
Dawn's
Diddy
funky.
Kong vibe. I don't know why.
Diddy Kong, sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who else do we have?
Now we're down to Donkey and Dixie.
There's no Cranky on this list?
No, just those 5.
what?
Because they did 5 for 5
Miscast.
people in here.
Miscast.
What?
Dude, Brad's got that DK.
Yeah.
I'll take the
bro.
DK.
Hell yeah.
So that leaves me with Dixie. All right. I got the hair.
You got the hair, yeah. You can glide, too.
Metal Gear,
Metal Gear.
Nice.
Let's do it, dude.
Solid Snake, Raiden, Revolver Ocelot, Otacon, and Psycho Mantis. I gotta go Psycho Mantis.
Yeah,
All
Blood is a
Psycho
psycho.
Mantis.
Blood is a psycho mantis.
Play with your head.
I want to be Revolver Ocelot, but I'll be Otacon or something.
No, I was going to say Don's Otacon.
Don's Otacon? Okay.
Or I was going to say Don or Damiani's Otacon to me. I feel like... Damiani, I feel like a snake.
yeah, same.
He's fucking snake,
Snake
dude.
over here, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Raiden and Ocelot now.
I'll
Dude,
take
Brad's got some Raiden.
I'll take
in it.
Raiden, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper.
Rose!
Yeah, and I could just see Heber spinning these guns all the time,
Oh, God.
making everybody
Shoot himself in
nervous.
the
yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
All right, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh
we
my.
can skip
yeah,
this
maybe
one.
skip this one.
The last one is Mass Effect.
No, we got to do Sonic
Yeah,
for
let's
the
do
people.
Sonic.
Let's
Yeah,
do
I
it for
was
the
kidding.
people. They don't want
Okay,
it. They
okay.
don't want it.
We have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Dr. Eggman.
If it's Jim Carrey version, that's Dawn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
Don for
do it,
Eggman?
I'll be Tails. Can I be Tails?
Yeah.
I got
Tails
that
energy.
sidekick
Fever for
vibes.
Tails feels good.
So we have Sonic and Amy
And Knuckles.
And
and
Knuckles.
Knuckles.
I gotta ask, Dawn, you really didn't like the Sonic movie, right? Or is it just the sequel?
No comment.
No comment.
He's upset.
He's upset.
He's upset.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little situation in here. But I haven't been listening. I haven't been listening. I'm sorry.
I was asking, do you? Was it just Sonic 2 you didn't like, or did you dislike both of them?
The movies.
The movies.
Oh, I was like lukewarm on both of them, I guess. Yeah, I'm not crazy about them.
Sonic, Knuckles, and Amy.
Sonic, Knuckles, and Amy.
Dude, Brad can get that Knuckles vibe.
All right. I'll take that. Mm-hmm. Something Big the Cat would be on here.
Dang. Yeah.
Hey, Sonic. Where's Froggy?
Yes, I guess I'll go Sonic, and then Damiani will be
Sonic?
Amy.
Yeah.
Let's Sonic. I
Sick.
love
Gotta
it.
go fast, boy.
Gotta go fast, boy.
He's a racing guy. Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
All right, last one, Mass Effect.
Nice.
Garrus Vicarian. Morden Solus. I think I'm just going to
that?
have Morden right there.
Which one was Morden?
That's the scientist.
Alien scientist.
Oh,
guy.
so blood.
Yeah.
Such
Big
blood energy.
Time, big time.
Got Rex,
That's Huber.
That's me.
That's Huber. That's Huber.
yeah.
Definitely.
So Huber.
Liara, and Thane.
Who's Fane?
Thane's Dawn.
Thane is the green assassin.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
get the Dawn. Dude, I'll be Garrus. He had like the scouter, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that was
the
cool.
Garrus iconic,
Yeah.
man.
Dude, Liara's got Damiani vibes for
Yeah.
sure.
Cool. Is she the one with the helmet?
Intelligence agent.
No, that's
yeah. She's so sorry.
tall-
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's been a long time for me.
Nice. Heck
Cool.
yeah. Excellent. Yeah, we'll put those in a Discord or something. When people can make some art if they want.
Oh, please do.
It's time for bets. This week's bet, Wargroove 2 comes out next week. As we said, October 5th. I'm going to go through the top 10 English reviews on OpenCritic. And yeah, sometimes these things, they just can't be denied. They're too clear. They're too obvious.
Yeah.
How many times will I find the words Advance Wars? Brad,
8.
Huber,
3.
Nice.
I went low.
Nice.
Damiani,
7.
Oh,
Trying to get the
7.
low. Trying to get the low
Don.
here.
I went 4.
you got the low so far.
oh wow.
3, 4, 7, 8.
I went 19.
Oh, wow. What went high?
Dude, someone's gonna go off the rails on this script.
Yeah.
They're gonna have like 8 advanced wars
Yep.
in there. Every paragraph they bring it up.
Yep.
Now, if they typo and say Advanced Wars.
We'd count that, dude.
Spirit of the bet. That counts.
It's spirit of the
Okay,
bet.
I'm on
I
rolling
was about to say where we like roll it out because
It's spirit of the bet, dude. Oh yeah.
Okay.
If the context is clearly the game, they're talking about the game,
Okay.
count it.
Last week's bet, Paleo Pines came out this week. Don streamed that yesterday.
Nice. Oh, yeah, so
and went home and played a lot more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good
So-
game.
Yeah, nice little dinosaur ranch life sim.
Dino
Yeah.
Ranch.
In the launch trailer, I asked everyone how many dinosaurs we would see. The previous trailer, 2 weeks ago, had 45. Don, you can go ahead and roll this if you're ready. If the situation's abated.
Oh, yeah, let me try to get this trailer.
Oh, sorry. But anyways, Isla bet there would be 52 dinosaurs. Damiani bet 45 dinosaurs, hoping there would be the same trailer or a slightly edited version.
Good instincts.
Don bet 8 dinosaurs, and I bet 38. And yeah, in this launch trailer altogether, they actually went a good while, like without showing any like environment shots and people and stuff. So it's like, oh, maybe they won't have a lot. Maybe Don's on the right track.
Time?
But
What?
yeah, Damiani's laughing at pull quotes in the trailer.
Somehow.
By the time we get to the end, we have 58 dinosaurs in all.
That's a lot of dinos.
of
So that's
dinos.
Isla's win. Bringing the scores to Garrulous Ducks 26. Quack, 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 quack. Sleepy Grizzlies 17.
It's alright, Dominic. You were against the ropes last week, dude. 3v1.
Dude, I always wanted to play, and did it ever come out of early access? Disney Dreamlight Valley?
I think it's still in there.
I don't know if it's in early access or not. I know Speedstorm is coming out. It's going to be free to play. But I don't remember if Dreamlight Valley has officially come out yet.
I want to play that game.
Yeah. Let me tell you about patreon.com/easyallies. We are funded by our fans. Everything that we do is because people like yourself go over there to Patreon and drop in a couple of bucks every month to keep us running. We do have some other things that come in there and help out, some ads and such, but Patreon is really the engine that keeps it moving. And we've got all kinds of fun stuff going on in there. We've got at the $5 level, you get this podcast a couple days early. You get an ad-free version. You get bonus love and respect questions. Last week's it was like a full solid like 20 minutes. It was crazy. You get to submit to love and respect as well. And there are other shows, Fast and Loose, Reaction Shots, Trash Babies, extended cuts on some of our other shows like Achieve It Yourself right now. You can watch the full recording of Achieve It Yourself. And you can get in on that Discord and vote on top 10s. The top 10 swords is complete. We will be doing that next week, going through the top 10 swords.
That's going to be hype, yeah.
There's all kinds of other rewards in there. Our producer level is $25 and up, and there's some fun things in there like fan mail, which I need everybody's fan mail.
Whoa. All right.
Yeah,
just
I got
me
yours.
and you
I got yours. And yeah, the platinum producers at the very top get a shout out on this podcast every week, as well as shout outs on Frame Trap and Reaction Shots. And this month's shout outs go to Javawabs, Elthanis, Greg, the Dark Knight Kettering, and Garrett Holfish. Shout out. All right. Don, you and I get to split these rewards that Isla won for us. Do you have anything that you would like to put in there? Any Easy Allies video you'd like to promote? Final word or sign off?
You could take this one, Blood. I'm probably just going to spout off another couple features of City Skylines, too, if you give me the opportunity. So just go ahead.
Well, I'll give a shout out to Don with that Cocoon review. Woo! This is a very cool game, and it's a very game where you don't have any text, you don't have any VO, you don't have any UI, any button prompts, any of that stuff. New tutorials, they just drop you in, and I wanted to keep that experience as pure as possible. So we kept the script short, and Dawn did just a great job of showing a lot of things from just the beginning. But even the stuff he was showing is okay, here's kind of the beginning of a puzzle, and here's after the puzzle is completed. But you didn't see how to solve the puzzle, just really avoiding those spoilers very nicely. And final word, somebody asked about this, actually connected to the Cocoon review. I was out on some forums, and they were looking for pull quotes. So I was oh yeah, we've got text on the website as well. So if you're not aware that there is a website, easyallies.com, you can go over there and you can look at the text on all of our reviews. You can sort by score, you can sort by the reviewer's name, by date. There's also our schedule that's showed up in your local time zone. And we also have a full catalog of all of those Patreon exclusives. So you can go back and look through things if you become a patron and find out about things from the past that you might not have had access to. And we will see you before the next Blood Moon Rises.
A-E-I-O-U.
Yeah.
All right, you're all the vowels. Okay, Mario Kart, Minecraft. Okay.
The Easy Allies would like to thank our Patreon podcast producers. We apologize in advance for all the ally names we are about to misspell and mispronounce. Jabawabs, Elthanis, Greg the Dark Knight Kettering, Bradley Spees, Forever Ender, Jay Shee, Jesper Popmel Dufay, Rob Bob Will, Roy Sung, Stomps, 44 Stars, Alexander Zirianov, Anacroth, Andri, Aurelian Grenier, Beaten Down Brian, Brandon White, Brian Kruger, Colton Piccione, Daniel Martinek, Dave Red, David Wilson, DBA, Dimitri Zetas, Douglas Chomich, Edward Gonzalez, Faraz Rizvi, Garrett Holfish, G. Levin, Hayden Hargraves, Happy Gaming, Hesperus 84, Isaac Swanson, Jesse Blue, Jesus R., Kroldemort, Laith, Matthew Pauling, Miguel Rivas, Mo Grant, Paul Sway, Pete Shoemaker, Ronka Q, Raylon, Raymond Wheeler III, Ritz 1906, Robert Stoffel, Sage Mode Q, Sam Handrick, Sigma, S-Snake 24, Stepan Hakobian, The Banana Forklift Killer, Chum Nguyen, Zio VGM, Zigazich, Anish Dor, Aaron Haney, Accounts Payable, Adam Henry, Alex McMillan, Alex Monaco, Alex AI, Andreas Risberg, Anthony F., Anthony Galvin, Anthrione, Antonio Coyne, Arthur Lau, Osteel, Austin, Barry Tomasini, Benjamin Miller, Bob Starling, Brian Foster, Bryce H., Bunny Chen, C.S. Lewis, Katie Garza, Chief Uhu, Chris Eccles, Christopher Santis, Clay Roberts, Colin Montot, Connell Sumlin, Corey Jackson, Corey Landega, Crumb Eyes, Culinary Stud, Cyberboa, Dan Sebring, Daniel Kozlowski, Daniel Wong, Davy Cakes, David Aniki, Delisi, DF, Diogo, DRD 7 of 14, Edison S. Prada Jr., Enya Hink, Eric Crone, Eric Tobias, Eric, Espen Gotchman, Ethereal Ether, Felipe Barbosa, Fishflop, Forrest, Froject, Gabriel Aberg, Gabriel Roy, Gabriel Smith, Jen Cruz, Jen Woofles, Gino A. Leet, Graham, Gustav Strombaum, Harrison Holt McHale, Helen Y., Hitman 47, I Sun Chor, Ian Anderson, Isaiah Matthews, Ivan Swade, Jack Forrest, Jan Nicholas Frogshirt Tilk, Gerald, Jesse Fish, Jesse Wilkeson, Joey Bruno, Joey Din, John McCullough, Jonathan Gonzalez, Jordan Phillips, Junya Motamura, Carl Williams, Keegan Boyle, Kevin Gillet, Leon Keys, Linson Wu, Lister, Luis Ibarra, Lion Crown 19, Marco Hernandez, Materia Addict, Matthias Clare, Max Miller, Mazrim Tame, Megadet, Mikey Mizek Novak, Mr. Anarchy, Mr. Madity, Nefertiti Jenkins, Nero, Nycrypt, Nick Hill Sharma, Ninja Kitty Meow, Ono Turtle, Orugachino, Pablo Rodriguez, Paradigm, Patrick Held, Pixelated, Pojo TMC, RF Switch, Rainmaker, Ray Aldiar, Reed Johnson, Richard Ma, Robert J. Williamson, Robert Seven Lee, Robin, Ryan Rutger, Salvers, Sam Sorensen, Samuel Copeland, S.D. Prima, Sebastian Trier, Shauna Bowman, Sean Johnstone, Cito, Sneaky Gato, Splontot, Steps, Stone Soup VT, Strikeout NZ, Sultab, Taffy 9K, T-Beaks 15, Tim Strothman, Tim O'Keefe, Toad Shadow, Tokyo Slim, Tomovi Kioni, Travis Ing, Trevor Thomas, Trizac, V8 Dave, Willow Pingree, Wouter DeHaze, WTF Master Mike, Yami Zetsumi, Zach Hardy, Zach Wojnar.